Good evening and good fishing, one and all. Michelangelo, I hope you've been enjoying your fishing here. Welcome in, everybody that's coming in, lurking, watching in the future, etc., etc., etc. Algorithmic Cat, Michelangelo, welcome in. We're in a lot of danger of y'all catching up. There's still only the two things in the decks that have yet to be caught out of this pond. I really need to find the time to add more things. I have the things. I know what needs to be added. I have the voice lines, I have the sounds, I need to get some images for things, but I have them. They exist. Livid, welcome in, enjoy your fishing. They exist. I just haven't had the chance to actually put them in the pond. So, you might catch up during this week, during this day or two or three before I finally get a chance to sit down and add more stuff. I hope it holds out. Because if you catch everything, then what's the point of continuing? So I have to continuously add things to the pond to keep things interesting. And also, the more I add to the pond...
Chat yearns for the mines.
The more I add to the pond, the harder it is to get the new things. Which is a double-edged sword. Anyway, welcome in, everyone. I've had a tiring day. We've been running around putting out fires for most of the day. How y'all doing? How is everybody? How you feeling? What's going on? What's your life? I got a thing on my shoulder. I put an emote on my shoulder. I just felt like it today. So I am slapping myself, which is strange? Normal? I don't know. Today we're going to be continuing more Pillars of Eternity. When
We've been trying to reach you about your car's extended warranty.
I don't have a car, Liz. It's been a long while. Did the tech at work catch fire? We're still dealing with stuff from last week. There was a network outage that took out an entire building, and yeah, we're still dealing with some of the aftermath of that. Cake, welcome in. When last we left off with Pillars of Eternity, we were tracking down a weird the spirit soul doctor people where they're trying to do stuff with the souls and whatnot, and there's a guy who, you know, Dr. Awful, a Nurse Ratchet type kind of thing, where he's doing a bit of the old torture, it seems. And so we're gonna give him a whole bunch of apples. Summon to Skelly Bros to help fix the network. God, I wish. God, I wish. Don't worry, you all can help, because did you know that it is September, and if you're a new sub, then you get discount. Or if you use 300 bits, Twitch will be like, here's extra bits. I think it also works if you like use the embiggened emote or like the other weird stuff. I think Twitch adds bits onto that. I don't know. Enigma did the influencer thing, maybe buy a 28-ounce bag of peach rings. Or you could buy peach rings. The bits thing is over? The bits thing ended? What? Am I looking at this wrong? Bonus bits to September. Oh yeah, the bits thing ended yesterday. Oh, that's over. So the only thing you can do right now is new sub discount. However, starting on the 26th, there is a bonus gift sub thing that is going to happen. So maybe save it until then. I don't know. It's your money. Do what you will with it. You can support this channel, and I promise that the money will go to buying me groceries and rent and rent and rent and some games for the channel maybe and rent. Hold. This is a good cause. It is a good cause. All I want, listen to me, this is the only thing I want in my life right now, is to be popular enough that I don't have to have a fucking day job anymore, please. Please get me out of this hell. It's fine. We're gonna play some Pillars, it's gonna be great. Playing the Spell Brigade lately, funny roguelike co-op game for ooh. I'm gonna have to look that up. Or put that into suggestion land. I know you're in the Discord. Put that in suggestion land. I want to know about this. Cause for alarm? There's so many of those. So many things. Okay, music, get out of here. Let's just get this game going. Let this play game. Hold 1 second. Hey, you ever have, oh my god, are you joking me? You ever play a full screen game and it decides to launch behind your taskbar? Taskbar settings. Can you know? There we go. That fixed it. I don't know why that fixed it, but that fixed it. All right, whatever. You don't need to know. It's fine. Happened a few times.
No problem.
Can I have a day without issues? No. No, because I was too vague there. I should have said technical issues, because then maybe that would have happened, but I just said issues, and we know I'm full of those. What is happened where? We talked with Frail. These people don't have names, so I don't expect we're going to get much out of them. Crooked chalk tally marks. Oh, somebody's been counting the days. Crooked boards show deep gouge marks. They're spaced like folk or elven fingernails. Yay! We're never getting away from this hell. I know. I know. I can dream. Oh, they just have beer just sitting out? Yes, that's mine. It's very warm, but I'll take it. Side note, what I'm drinking this evening is a Samuel Adams Jacko, which is the most suggestive beer name I've ever seen in my life. It's pumpkin flavored. It's time for pumpkin spice. And of course, the first pumpkin spice thing that I have of the fall season that hasn't even started is a pumpkin spice beer. Game's telling you to drink your woes away. Apparently. Another flesh construct. No visitors. Too bad. You can't stop me, Adam. That requires a key. No speak. Alright, we'll unlock that last. Let's wander. Let's do a bit of the old looksy doodle. A box. Guard. Construct. Hello, flesh construct. I am here to open this box. May I speak with you? Stares at you through lidless eyes. I like talking with all of the constructs because it's a terrible experience every time. Ooh. Yoink. There's no such thing as a good moment talking to one of these constructs. It's always just like, they look at you through the horror of 1,000 ages. They have seen things that would make your skin melt. Construct didn't do anything. No, the construct didn't do anything rude. The construct has been perfectly fine, has been lovely. They are just apparently a horror. They don't have eyelids. I know, I'm being very judgy based solely on their appearance, but you know what? Sometimes you gotta realize that person doesn't have skin, and that can be a little bit disarming. House Domino. Domino. What can be said about House Domino that isn't whispered fearfully in a back room over the dim light of a dying fire in fear that the wrong set of ears will hear it? The Domino history is colorful and violent, exciting, and more than a little bloody. Dominoes were a small Adrian Oh yeah, it's book club time. I'm sorry, I should have warned you. Small Adrian family that dealt almost exclusively in textiles, so they made a modest living, slowly gaining reputation for having high-quality product. This reputation earned them connections. Business, social, sometimes marital, that solidified their position as the premier family of the region. If you wanted access to anyone, the Dominoes were the way to do it. Soon, every city had a business that was owned at least in part by the Dominoes. Their power and influence grew until many said the family had more power than even the Verkoning of Adir. That's how you pronounce that. But with the power came the corruption. One cannot have that level of control and expect to keep it through strictly legal means. Soon, rumors were spreading of threats and extortion. Though it cannot be proven, the unofficial report is that the Dominoes were responsible for the death of Trinjig, which left his entire shipping empire in the hands of his wife. With their hold on the land practically secured, the Dominoes no longer stuck to the shadows, brazenly eliminating opponents, manipulating deals, and threatening anyone who might cause them a problem. Because they now dominated the trade route, no one dared oppose them anymore for fear their business would be strangled. Like most empires, though, not even theirs could last forever. The end came during the War of Defiance. Unlike most of the land, the Dominoes threw in with the Aedir instead of Admeth Hadrit. After the defeat of the Empire and the destruction wrought on the land during the war, not even the Dominoes could rebuild what they had. And having history show them on the wrong side of the war, no one would touch the name. The domain that took years to build crumbled in mere months. Today, the Dominoes have once again built a name for themselves, proving they are still capable and savvy business people. Rumors about the family still circulate, though. Word is, members of the family are striving to lift the family from its current obscurity and elevate it to the level of power it once held. Dominoes like Domino's Pizza? Yes. Heir to the Domino's fortune. Now I want to combine the two things and call up a Domino's and be like, can I get some Domine? More pepperoni, sausage, cheese, Domine. This looks like a door. Why can't I no door? Keep your distance, watching yourself back there. We've had incidents where people get too close. I can't go that way. Extra large garlic bread, Domine. I need the proper key. How do I get the proper key? I'm sorry, what? Wait a minute. Interview Graham in the North Ward. Cademan Azo. One patient from the North Ward, Graham, was a frequent test subject. Where do I find Graham? Where Graham? Graham? Do you know where Graham is?
North Ward restricted.
But wait, Graham is in the North Ward. How to what? Do I also what the hell? What do you got for me? Nothing new to report. Are you telling me that I collected taxes? Okay, cool, thanks.
Quickly and quietly.
I need a key. I can't sneak in. I know what to do. I know exactly what to do. Statue Dad. They won't let me in. I have a key. Statue Dad. They're being butts. Doctor made flesh monstrosities.
Hello!
Heck. Heck. None of this is new. How do I get a key? How do I get the key to the North Ward?
Gods keep you.
No. No. We've been through all this. We've been through all of this. Statue Dad, why are you not helpful? It's been too long since I last played. I forgot what I was doing. I forgot how to do thing.
Greetings.
No, not you. Liz, if I'm missing something that I've, like, already learned in the past, and I'm just being really dumb right now, please let me know. Because I know you know this game very well. I could have sworn I would have had a key. Didn't they give me a key? Or was that just to get into the basement? Well, not to get into the basement, but to, like, get into one of these other places. I need to get the key from someone. Who the hell has the key? Key to the North Ward. Hey, getting back to my watch. Whoa, we got two people making troubles. Did you talk to Frayol? Yeah. Let's talk to Frayol again.
Welcome.
Keep them separate. Just Master Azo. You might ask him. He's very sympathetic. Where that all? Isn't Azo who we're gonna beat the heck out of? I thought he was who we were gonna beat the heck out of. What about this animator? I like him very much. What happened to him? Something happened. Okay. We've been through all this. We've got the really dark statement that they call them buoys because terrible, terrible things. Where do I find Azo? Have you checked the laboratory? It shares a wall with his office. Have I checked the laboratory? Oh, I hello, yes, me, hi, me, I am an idiot. I found it. I found the door. Found the door I was missing. This is the laboratory, all right. Hello? Master Azo? This is you? Oh, it is. Something churns and bubbles. Ooh. Copper wires and conduits are shiny. The device is warm to the touch. Wait a minute. Hold on. Have we been touching everything that we've been looking at with the magnifying glass? Has this all been poke it?
A simple test. That's settled.
Experience. It's not theft if it doesn't have a little mask on it. Unique mace. Ooh. Somebody might want that. We'll check that out later. What's this?
I can do that.
I can do that.
That's settled.
It doesn't have a mask. It's not stealing. Ooh. Okay. Okay. Somebody might want that too. This is some decent stuff. Churning and bubbling. What could possibly go wrong? Why, only everything. Let's go. Let's save under how. Hey, Azo! Tell me about your torture experiments. A round-faced, balding man turns to face you. His upper lip is pulled upward slightly by his pointed nose, exposing his upper teeth when he scowls.
What is the meaning of this?
Oof. I'd like access to the North Ward.
Out of the question. Those patients are in isolation for a reason.
I've seen your records. I've been given permission to conduct my... You best cooperate. Yeah. Since when has that ever worked? I've seen your records. I know what you're doing with them.
Those are private. You have no right.
Yeah. He balls up his fist and digs his teeth into his index finger, a growl simmering beneath his breath and a deep scowl compressing his face. He's basically doing just a big ol'
Fine. Speak to them for all the good it'll do you. I'm sure the discussions will be fascinating.
pulls a heavy key from one of his pockets and nearly slams it down on the floor before handing it to you. Okay. I guess he's not the big bad doctor then? Am I not? Is he not the the big bad of this area? I thought I was gonna have to fight this guy instead of just like show up with my friends like, yo, knock it off. He's like, key. So, all right, let me just twist the knife. I heard you were demoted. How'd that happen? So his nostrils flare and he bares his upper teeth more broadly.
That's none of your concern. Did one of the others put you up to this, Onmer, that smug weasel? If things went wrong. Everything. I don't know how. I'll never know.
Spits on the floor as if to remove a bitter taste from his mouth. Ethelmore told me you're not supposed to be doing any more experiments.
Yes, well, Ethelmore hasn't done much good for anybody since he had his soul moved to an inanimate object. So I fail to see why I should let that sway me. If Animancers all followed the commands of their leaders, where would we be? We'd all be as backward and willfully ignorant as Vedurus. We'd know nothing about life or death or even ourselves. We'd be lost in the dark with no clue as to why.
Never thought I'd find myself in agreement with a statue, but Ethelmore's right about this fellow, at least. How easily ambition masquerades as prudence. I bet he's even fooled himself. Surely there's other paths that don't involve, you know, torture.
Indeed. Many lives have been spent in such pursuits, writing treatises and poems. But tell me this, how does one verify the truth of a poem? If some philosopher stumbled across the meaning of our existence, how would we know it from a false one? These are wasted lives. In Animancy there is progress. We are measurably closer to complete understanding because of our work. And that will be true until our work is complete.
Okay, by other paths that don't involve risking lives, by other paths that don't involve torture, I didn't mean not animancy. I just meant not fucking torture, you dumbass. You can do science without being a monster. It is possible. Side note, don't look into the specifics of biology. I've mentioned this before, but I've been to a scientist party at least once in my life where like everyone there was a scientist except for me. And most of them were biologists. And holy shit, the amount of death by being a biologist. Yeah, one of them was just like, yeah, I study frogs. Yeah, that means I've killed a lot of frogs. I'm like, holy shit. Yeah, it's the only way to learn. It's the only way to get the information on some of this stuff. Like, it's really useful for conserving the populations, but whew. Where have I used people using science as a cover for torture before? Oh, only everywhere. Only everywhere. Only everywhere.
Who will solve Widewen's legacy? Some church? Some warrior? It will be an Animancer, or it will be no one at all.
Okay, have you tried your experiments on any other subjects?
I have, yes. No point in lying about it now that Ethelmore is involved. I asked for volunteers from our patients and a few brave souls came forward. I was very close at one time to a breakthrough. They understood that. They understood their sacrifices would mean something.
Okay, there is the note of, like, informed consent. If you have informed consent on everything, that's the tough part because, holy shit, we've seen the descriptions of some of his experiments and whatnot. If there's complete, like, informed consent and they can give consent, first off, and fully understand, hey, this is gonna suck.
Okay.
Research Ethics Board.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm looking for an expert on awakening. I've already done this, but yeah, okay, fine. Goodbye, nerd. These are people trapped in a sanitarium. Yeah, these people do not have informed consent by any way, stretch, no, that they don't. They do not. Many of them can't even give consent. So therefore, hey, welcome to Fucked Upburg. Population, everybody here. I thought he was going to be the big bad of this area. Instead, he's just a nerd that I got a key from. All right. Do big boy save again. How? How are you not the main fight of this area? I have greatly misunderstood the situation. What is this? These are just cells. Hi! There's somebody here. Patient there. So, what's going on in these cells then? Anything interesting? No? Okay, bye. Patient, flesh monstrosity. Alright, we got a key. You can kill him? Oh, you're not killing him? Wait. What? It didn't... Wait. I mean, I could just randomly attack him, but I don't see the point in randomly attacking him. I'll let him deal with the ethics board of this area, aka Statue Man. If he comes to fight me later, then oh well. Hello? Graham? Hello, Grim? Thundering sky, rain of blood, innocence must drown. Okay, you're having a good one right now. You're having a lovely time. You're just having a great day. Just lovely. Okay, anybody over here that we can talk to? Also, I'm pretty sure you can kill anybody. Like, there's an attack button, and you can target people. I'm pretty sure you could just, if you wanted to, you could probably just kill every NPC. I don't know if anybody is flagged as important or not. I don't know if it's one of those kind of RPGs, because I haven't tried. Because I am not a bloodthirsty monster. I've actually talked my way of some situations here, and I kind of prefer talking my way out of situations. Is this my face? Tell me! You know what? No. I'm just gonna say no. What's the worst that can happen? Find something to cut it off with. Ah! Graham! This man has the look in his eyes of a hunted animal, and at your approach, he staggers backward to the far corner of his cell, halfway appearing as though he would climb the walls if it would get him farther away from you. He cries out, a bizarre primal utterance like nothing you've ever heard. Ooh! Lead and key spy? Wait. Wait. Oh, wait. What? Wait. I thought... I have greatly misread things. I have greatly misread things. I thought that this man was torture victim and that Azo was going to be the leaden spy. Instead, I mean, he's still a torture victim, but Azo's not the leaden spy? Excuse? What? How? I'm so confused. I gotta ask you some questions. Graham looks at you blankly. It's unclear whether he understands you or not, but his panic has momentarily subsided. He opens his mouth to speak, but the words that come out are half-formed, as though his tongue were cut out. They're impossible for you to discern, if indeed they are words at all. No, he's just awful. Ha! Huh. Well, heck. Aloth makes a noise of disgust. Ugh. Those animances did this to him. You can see what comes of them meddling. Aloth, they're not all like that. We have found one of the worst most unethical animancers. They're not all like that. The dwarven lady who was murdered and hanging from a tree seemed to be perfectly lovely when she was alive. She was just murdered because people were like, oh, it's things we don't understand. Science is scary. I don't have perception enough. Ezra ran experiments on you against your will, didn't he? He looks at you with uncertainty. Slowly, tentatively, he steps closer to the front of the cell, and as he does so, for the first time you can perceive his soul within your ken. It is misshapen, as though maimed by some jagged instrument, and large expanses of it have been gouged out entirely. What? You feel no barriers of resistance. If you wanted to, you could look further into his soul. I don't know if I want to do that, because it's going to make... I don't feel like that's going to help things, but I feel like that's the only way I'm going to get information. Graham, I'm sorry. I'm going to look. I'm not going to grab and pull, but I'm going to take a look, okay? I'm going to look. You project out toward the maimed soul in front of you, merging with it. Its confusion and fear becoming yours as it whisks you into its depths. This is going to be fun. You're in your cell. A key turns. The door creaks open on neglected hinges. Thoughts come to you in waves, incomplete, broken, fearful. Standing at the door is a rotund, balding man. His upper teeth and pointy nose remind you of a rat. He beckons, apologetic. You don't want to go. Anything else. In your mind is a single word, and the word is no. But it dissolves before it reaches your lips. You press against the back wall, cornered. You cry out. In darkness, you fight against unseen restraints. You cannot move your arms or legs. The man walks into the room carrying a lit candle, its meager flame casting long shadows across books and machinery. Straps bind your arms and legs. Cold metal circumscribes the crown of your head and the breadth of your chest. The man is sorry. He's in need of raw materials. They dismantled his work, and he needs another source. He needs to show them he was right. He thanks you. Then he turns a knob, and you feel yourself begin to crack from within, and you can feel pieces of you torn away, like having your insides chewed by a horde of rats, and you're screaming a scream that you can barely hear. Another night, heavy footsteps outside your door. Coming for you. You look through a slit in your door. The flesh giant, that artificial being just outside, but facing left, facing the end of the hall. The boy there. The boy looks with interest at the giant, then collapses to the floor like a shed snakeskin. The giant convulses for a moment, then rights itself, turns away, and leaves. Yo, this is fucked up. Hi, yeah, this is fucked up. Graham looks at you, still wide-eyed, but somehow more present. He nods at you, then walks back to the end of his cell. Okay, I don't think he's the spy. I think he's just a poor, tortured soul. Quite literally. Speak to the patient at the end of the hall. This is gonna go well. This is gonna be fine. This is gonna be perfectly fine. Nothing bad could possibly happen.
These poor people. This isn't the treatment that they were promised upstairs by the cushioned seats and lush carpets.
No, it's not.
Is that the cure for soul sickness? To be thrown into a cell and subjected to the whims of your captor?
I'm sure they know what they're doing.
As mad as their patients, lunatics and waste. Oh, no. Eat the rich. I doubt the wealthier citizens have the same experience. I'm sure they have their share of family members they'd rather forget. But if all were treated like this, the sanitarium would never survive. What did these patients do to warrant such conditions? Just many who come here and are cured of their ills, people would be otherwise cast aside. Ugh. Oh, God. Here's the source of all that knowledge you were so giddy about. That's just punching Kane in the face with words. Damn. Oh, I need more resolve. Do we know that it's just as many? We know it's some. Do we know that it's equal amounts or more? I think we just know that it's some. It's many who come here and are cured of their ills. People who would otherwise be cast aside. I mean, they cure some people. I hope so. You're probably right. It's just hard to see. Let's be on our way. This place gnaws at the soul. Quite literally, Kana. Quite literally, this place sucks. Hello, weird place at the end of the hall. Crazy that anyone would be mean to Kana, right? There's the occasional moment where I'm like, we're supposed to be sneaking and quiet. Kana, why are you yelling right now? And he's not yelling, he's just talking, but he has big voice. A willowy adolescent boy stands in the center of his cell, gawkish and stoop-shouldered. He stares straight ahead, the occasional blink his only movement. It's unclear whether he registers your presence at all behind his glassy, doll-like eyes. Joel? Is this porcelain made? In this state, the barriers between your soul and his are thin and porous, easily bypassed if you should wish it. I wish it. Let's get in there. You close your eyes and edge forward toward the boys. Oh, us. I was like, what is Usgrim? That's the boy's name. I'm an idiot. Edge forward toward the boy's soul, and as you near, a sudden malaise comes over you. You're cold and warm all at once, sweating and shivering and straining for breath as you did on the caravan journey. The soul you approach is the wrong one, a parasitic plant that strangles its host. It's predatory and pitiless, and you have crossed paths with it before. What? Too late does it occur to you to retract, and already you feel yourself plunging into some interminable layers, abyss of thought and memory. You're standing in a cell now. The same cell, in the sanitarium. Halls are moonlit and empty, and you're waiting. At the far end of the ward, the door opens, revealing a flesh golem in silhouette. I love just the term flesh golem. In silhouette beneath the stone archway. Makes its usual rounds, the same stops every time, the misbegotten child of despondent creators. When the construct is close, you coil yourself up and spring forward, passing out of the boy's body as though it were a membrane. Oh. We are just hanging out in the soul of the thing. You can sense his body behind you collapsing to the floor, a puppet whose strings are cut. You're rushing toward the golem now, bodiless as a gust of wind. Quickly, you think to yourself, quickly, and you feel the strength hemorrhaging from your soul as you dart towards the makeshift abomination. You pass into the golem's shell and overtake the soul implanted within, encircling it, suppressing it, and contained in this new vessel, you are strong again. You step heavy-footed down corridors unheeded by the other constructs, and scrutinized only by the wary, untrustworthy eyes of the mad. Coming at last to an office piled with books and scribbled papers and the perverse implements of animancy. You set your oversized hands upon a large machine, a nest of globes and tubes and coils in the center of the room, and go to work, bending wires in unsettling alignments. Your surroundings are pulled past you, or perhaps you are pulled past them, and they dissolve into a blur. When they settle into place again, you're outside on a clear day, standing in front of a crowd stacked high above you on the tiered seats of an amphitheater. You are acting for the crowd, standing deliberately still, but this is no play. A balding man with rodent-like features is strapping you to a machine. Oh, god damn it, it's this... Ah! The one you had tampered with. Oh. You see your arms for the first time, short and fleshy, unmistakably those of a little girl. Oh, no. But this body is not truly yours. Your mind still holds the same determination, the same hard-heartedness as before. The body itself is cold and vacuous. Unlike the others, this one has no soul of its own. Oh. The man speaks and the crowd applauds with an enthusiasm worthy of a hero's entrance.
Bear witness.
He says, and he pulls a lever. The machine shivers and sparks, and a bead of sweat rolls down the side of the man's brow, but the crowd's apprehension quickly gives way to awe as a crystal globe fills with a radiant mist that casts the entire theater aglow. He opens a valve, and the glow crawls through a tube along a length of copper wiring that runs to a set of electrodes beneath your armpits. You feel nothing when it reaches you, as it should be, for you've been leading his work astray periodically for some time, altering notes and settings and playing puppeteer for Hollowborn. But you make it look how people would expect it to look when a body is infused with a soul. In a moment, the machine goes dark, and the man unstraps you, eyeing you with a scientist's concern. He looks back up at the crowd. "Behold!" he says. But there is obvious hesitation in his voice. Slowly, you take a plodding step forward, then another, and another. You look up at the man, giving him the eye contact of which no Hollowborn is capable, and the crowd gasps. The man looks relieved.
How do you feel?
He asks at a volume meant for the crowd. And this is the moment. At the top of your lungs, you let out a piercing shriek. The man comes toward you, his hands outstretched, but you run the other way, back to the machine. With all your strength, you drive your head into the crystal globe, and it shatters, streaking your head with warm blood. You drive your head down onto the surface of the machine again and again, drawing panicked screams from the crowd. And by the time the man reaches you, your body has already ceased proper function, and merely twitches on the cold ground. Satisfied, you depart the corpse in search of another unsuspecting host. Who could put their faith in animancy now? You are pulled again from your surroundings, transcending the boundaries of memories and lifetimes, deeper and deeper past betrayals and murders and lies upon lies that form the thick webbing of plots beyond mortal comprehension. You settle at last on a room you've seen before, expansive, with a tall device encasing an Adra monolith at its center. The room is filled with people, and the people all look at the device. Sabotage. You are yanked suddenly back to reality, and the once catatonic boy in the cell is looking directly at you, appraising, calculating. There's no mistaking now that it's the soul of the man who caused your awakening that gazes out from that borrowed husk. A watcher. Oh. Shit. This took turns I did not expect. The plot is thickening. Somebody has added an entire quart of cornstarch to this plot. It is thickening a lot right now. Heck, this is practically a solid. Oh my god. Made me into a watcher, I need you to undo. No, I kind of like being a watcher. I'm gonna go insane and destroy myself someday, but you know, it's cool. I'm looking for answers, not just a watcher, someone who'll break those frail little legs. This is not a threat. This is not a threat. This guy is a soul who is going from, he's just body hopping. You think he gives a damn about these legs? These legs mean nothing. These legs are like, if your car gets a flat tire, you'll be bummed about it, but, oh, I've got spares. I'm just looking for some answers. Is that so? He makes no effort to hide his disinterest, but he continues to search your eyes. He makes a slight grunting noise, and his eyes soften for an instant. I don't know why I chose that as a grunting noise. And it seems for that moment that he recognizes you. He opens his mouth to speak, then seems to think better of what he was about to say. His jaw tightens. I cannot stop watching the flash dancing crab now. This is me. This is my crab form. This is the crab slam emote. It's just there. Hanging out. I thought it'd be fun to stick him on my shoulder today. Stick myself on my shoulder today. This is the thing, when you have multiple faces and forms, sometimes they end up together, like in one of those episodes of Doctor Who where he meets himself. And this happens. It just happens sometimes. I know your look. You hunger. Hunger for answers that elude you. It gnaws at your soul. It usurps your reason for being. You are like everyone. I will help you let go. What? He dodges backward with startling grace, putting himself out of reach. On his face, there is no malice, only the dispassion of a farmer putting down a sick animal. Then suddenly he slumps forward. Just AO and Forgotten Realms. Yeah. It's like tapping to keep me sane. Stream decided to buffer her to like being a watcher. I think going insane. It's perfect. Oh no. No. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. When did I last save? Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. My health. I know. That's why I just went. When did I last save? Well, how strong are you? You're just flesh. Graham, I don't expect to be very strong, but he's probably going to surprise me. These constructs, they're going to be a pain in the butt. Oh, god damn it, our back line is in the front line. Oh, no.
Yeah?
Oh, why? This is a mercy for Graham. You're not wrong. Shoot some missiles at flesh construct. Everybody that can, get to work. Oh shit, you don't even have spells at the moment. I have made mistakes. Oh, bots.
Yes?
Kana, where are you? You're in the back line, so switch to gun. Shoot this thing.
Ready, Watcher.
Where are you? You are right up front. I don't know who it's closing in on. If you can hit a wounding shot on it, do it. Alright. Let's die. It's injured. Where's its health? How many pips you got left? Oh, you got a bunch. I'm sorry, do you have a knife? Where'd you get that? Do they not take weapons away from you in this place? I feel like they should.
Huh?
Do some lightning, like right there. You've got melee on. What's potion of power do? Attack speed, max endurance. Hey, drink that.
How may I help?
Shoot this like right there. What spells you got? What's this? Generate endurance. That's great, but it's not what I need right now. Punish them for their sins. Do some holy radiance, huh?
Yes?
Keep shooting.
Ready, Watcher.
Keep shooting. Okay. Oh, this sucks. Oh no, there's too many. Why does the green tea taste like metal? I don't know. Was it made by Mr. Beast? Haha, lead joke. Oh god, there's so many things.
VOD.
Oh my god. You need to get in here and knock some people down. You need to get in there and knock somebody
Yeah.
over. Oh god. Do another one of these because they're all just right there.
Aye?
Aloth, what you got? What you got left? So where are you? Okay, you're in the back line. That's fine. Use this on this flesh construct. Target destroyed. Good fox. This is bad for you. You are in a bad place right now. Use your second wind. Who are you on? You're attacking Graham. So I guess just keep at it.
Following your lead.
Kana, if I could have you shoot a crazed patient.
Ready, Watcher.
If you could also get that patient. Graham is on the fox. Fox is on Graham. Okay.
You just get quieter.
Durant's has been knocked out. Well, I kind of knew that was going to happen because, you know, 3-on-1.
How may I help?
Tiny bit rough. Can I web? Can we web? Let's web. Okay. I think we're okay a bit, maybe? Oh god, Fox is gonna go down. You just keep biting.
Yes.
Keep biting. Do a fetid caress. Wait, does that do it to anybody nearby? Sickening those nearby. This could get anybody. Do it to that one. Let's see what happens. You pull back. Itumak, good fox. Good fox. Very good boy. Excellent boy. Okay. I think you're actually far enough back now. Switch to ranged. And shoot.
Yeah?
You're all the way back there. Staghorn on that one.
VOD.
Itumak is knocked out. Fox is down. Repeat, Fox is down. Target destroyed. Okay. So who's left? We got Flesh Constructs, we got Edelman, and we got Batiksa back there, and I think that's it. We might be able to do this. Some people got knocked out, but that's okay. Before we do that. Add snooze just a bit. Because this fight is going better than I thought. Alright, we're still doing the Staghorn. Shoot him. You're doing the fetid thing. Shoot him.
Ready, Watcher.
Shoot him. Get him. Target the star. This is working out okay. You're still setting up your staghorn, which your target's gone now, I think. Batix has run up. That's a silly move. So now you're gonna get stuff happening to you. Wounding shot. Oh, that's all right. You want to go? Let's go.
Yes?
Hey, Kana, switch to your sword. Get him. You're doing ranged. Aloth, get your book ready, because you're going to need it in a second.
Lavaru beyond deep.
Target destroyed. Good job, Aloth.
Yes?
Your next mission is to book that thing.
Huh?
Throw the book at him. Run up, go smack. Shoot.
Following your lead.
Back to gun. Shoot.
Ready, Watcher.
Shoot. Do the thing. Oh. Is everybody still doing the thing? Everybody still doing the thing?
Yes.
Hey, look, you got a spell left. Maybe do that. Maybe do that to yourself. Get yourself some endurance back. Okay, target destroyed. Hey there, good job.
Huh?
Oh boy. Do some wood skin. Shoot the last thing.
Aye?
Hit the last
Following
thing.
your lead.
Do some magic missiles on it. You could probably pull in skeletons
Ready,
too at this
Watcher.
point, but there's only one thing left. Okay, you need to move away. Now. Very fast. Everybody else is shooting it? Yep. You're now hitting Aloth. That's not good, but Aloth has skeletons.
Yeah?
We also have skeletons. Adir also has skeletons.
Following your lead.
I haven't done this yet. Kana's got a dragon thing.
Ready, Watcher.
More skeletons. Just skeletons everywhere. And then... Oh, 3 of them.
How may I help?
No. No. Oh, God. How do I... Ah, you dick. Just attack. Here's the hard part. How to give skeletons orders. Skeleton. Where's my other one? You're this. Oh, God. You're that. Everybody get this thing. Can I just do that? I can. I can. I can just do that. Everybody get him. Get him. Just get him. I think we won. That's how you end a fight. What did we get? Junk. I'll take it. We lived! How? Big boy save. Also quick save. Also, it's been an hour. Pro Gamer Teddy, and you were worried. I was worried. Once you pull in like 13 skeletons and 3 worms, then you're usually pretty fine. Anyway, it has been an hour. Twitch wants to run ads. The pre-roll's already turned on, so I need to take care of that. So, if you have the channel points, Lurkbait is alive and working. Spend those points, go fishing. If you don't have the channel points, stand up, stretch, do whatever you need to do. We'll be back in 3 minutes, and then I will deal with the consequences of my actions. Be right back. Welcome back from the ads! Look, Algorithmic Cat, sometimes you fight your enemies and then you skin them afterwards. It makes sense when it's like wolf or bear, things like that. So why not? Why not with people? Then you get human leather. You can make books with it. Or in the case of Dagwood, hats. It's fine. So I beat up everybody. Lead and Key Acolyte showed me a vision of a place Misery Madness. Find the agent. Discovered Lead and Key operative. His ability to possess those with weak souls was using one of the patients. Cool. Is that done now? Oh, that's done. Quest complete. Quest fully complete. Never waste resources. Exactly. Use the entire patient. So the north ward is a little bit empty now. Here's the thing. Did I actually defeat that enemy? Because he jumps from soul to soul. Oh. 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 Oh.
Yeah?
Oh. 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 Huh?
Raved up.
No. Everybody. Back. Go.
Back.
Back. Okay. You. From a distance. You. From a distance. Everybody shoot your things. You can't at the moment, so use that.
What?
Do you have anything ranged at the moment? Just your staff. Use your staff.
Following your lead.
You have a gun, but use this first.
Ready, Watcher.
You do a wounding shot. That'd be very helpful right now. And then the fox get up there and just bite it in the nuts. Calling all flesh constructs to come to the North Ward. Why? Oh, they are all coming. We did some damage there.
Beyond the sea.
We did some damage there.
Yes?
Kana with your gun.
Yeah?
You with your bow. Oh, they're all coming. Okay, that's one down. Okay, use your bow, or do I want? Use your staghorn on that one. Bow.
Yes?
Cast this right in the doorway.
What?
Staff.
Following your lead.
Gun.
Ready, Watcher.
Wounding shot. Bite it in the nuts. This fox is our front line right now.
That's not very helpful.
Oh, they're immune to that. That's great. That's wonderful to find out. Cool. Aloth, just use your stick.
Beyond the sea.
Okay, as long as we can hold it in the doorway, the one in the back can't do anything to us. And it doesn't seem to be very fast at taking out the fox, so that's perfect. So now that that one's down, everybody just hit the next one in line. Funnel tactics activated.
Following your lead.
Ready, Watcher.
Mark it. Get him, boy. You need to just use your bow now. This is fine. Target destroyed. Okay. We're alive. Everything is okay. There's still more of those things out there. So let's do a camp. Shall we? let's camp in a place full of screaming. Damn. Why? You wake to see Durance. Whatever. Durance. It's better as Durance. His staff held in both of his hands before him. A flame flickers at its top end, casting long shadows across his face as he stares in contemplation. Still, for all the light of the fire, your eyes can't focus on him. Perhaps it is awakening from sleep or a trick of the light, but he seems indistinct, blurred around the edges, everything except for the staff. The staff. He seems to be studying its engravings. As you watch, the engravings glow thinly red, like through the cracks of heat-suffused wood. The lines stream like molten metal, burning along the edges of his staff, then branch out in an intricate series of fiery veins, bunching thickly where his hands clutch the wood, pulsing as if a heartbeat. As you watch, the veins spiral into a dozen separate circles. Circles that spiral again until they are arranged in a circle of their own. They pulse, wait, and all is strangely silent. And then, suddenly, there's a great light from the fire, a rushing of air, a great flash, and you awaken again. To see Durance in the same place, still holding his staff, but he is solid, real. He doesn't seem to have noticed you or reacted to what occurred. Durance, the heck, man? I thought I felt your eyes on me. Now come the words. I need you to go. Go away. I had questions for you?
If doubts and curiosity plague you, you're skinning your knuckles on the wrong door.
I saw something weird. You were sitting by the fire and there was light from your staff.
Tell me what you saw.
It was a flash like an explosion, rushing of air, incredibly bright. You seem interested now that I mentioned this. Dick.
It is the light of the Godhammer you saw.
A bit full of yourself, aren't you? The Godhammer?
It was a weapon of Deerwood's people, a symbol of their independence. It saved the Deerwood.
What do you know about that?
It brought the Saints' War to an end, knocked a god from his perch. There are few that would deny Aothis overstepped. The Godhammer reminded Aothis of it.
Do you have the Godhammer? Is that what we're learning right now? Or are you destined to wield it? Because I don't want to give you a thing of huge power. You are a bit of a fuck.
You saw its light because I helped shape it, give it life, and release it into the world. Once seen, its glory is almost too bright to be believed, and too bright to be forgotten.
Oh. So you just have the gunpowder stains on your hands from building the damn thing. Okay.
There were 12 of us. We fashioned the weapon, crafted plans for it, prayed for guidance at Ashfall, and it came to me there. Each of us were given a staff made from the forest of black trees around us, glowing with embers and fire far greater than this branch you see now. It felt as if the staff was Margaren's own finger.
Which one?
Guiding my hand.
Middle one?
Guiding the other 11. The shadows of the 12 who would come to stand on the bridge to stop Aethys.
I also took the dozen bright circles, the merchant career staff. There was 12, and also 12. Coincidence? Me think no.
Even in that stand, there was a ritual to it. For the 12 that stood on the bridge, there were a dozen shadows cast, a dozen faithful of Margren, her fiercest supporters and shapers of the Godhammer.
I just enjoyed the way he said that. Of the Godhammer. Durance rests the staff in front of him, and the flame atop it curls for a moment, the light flaring slightly. It splits into a ring of flames, one after the other, until a dozen is met.
As 12 held Aethys fast, we 12 unleashed our prayers and let the Godhammer fall.
And it blossoms brightly once, and resumes its candle intensity. In the aftermath, the shadows seem sharper in the vicinity, as if they have edges, and you blink to clear your vision. Durance is still staring at the tiny candle-like flame intently.
Shadows cast by the fire of the Godhammer, perhaps. And we shared their fate as well in time. Now the spine of the Deerwood is marked by the Godhammer. Marked by Margaret.
So what do you mean shared their fates? You gonna get snuffed out? Like you burn too brightly and then you're gonna just fall over kaput?
Not all deaths come with stilled breath and stilled heart, or other stilled passions beneath the waist.
Stop it. No.
Some
Bad.
deaths come from silence.
Stop talking about your dick.
The connection we once shared with Margren. After the light of the Godhammer, it was not the same. It was as if we'd lost our senses, and sense of purpose as well. Instead of victory being welcomed, there was silence, within and without.
And below, in the nethers that I can't stop talking about, Durance has ED.
Not many can claim to have killed a god. It is less a heroic tale than you would think. And such a death, it changed our faith. All faiths, I expect. Doubt followed, and the world changed. I do not believe Margren was pleased by what we had done.
Indeed, unlucky. How can you kill a god with a grand and intoxicating innocence? So why do you think Margren is pleased?
The world is broken. The wheel stilled. There is sickness in the world's heart. Perhaps the price of crossing a god.
What do you mean the wheel? What do you mean the wheel stilled? Excuse? This seems important. Wait a minute. Oh, because the babies. Oh, the wheel stilled. Oh. Thoughts. This is bigger.
Crossing two gods. Even as Margren shaped our hands, perhaps we carried her will farther than was allowed. Just as Widewind did. Saint Widewind. Mortal arrogance to match mortal arrogance. Yet if the world had changed, then I sought to change with it. If I had forgotten some of Margren's teachings, I would find them again. I would make her see me again.
What did you do?
I remembered Margren's teachings. How reminders on the flesh were more important than the death of a vessel. And I wondered if killing Aethys, if that had simply set him free. Had it allowed him to escape his punishment and be taken on the wheel? Like a mortal?
Wait. So if a god is killed, if Durance's theory is right. We don't know if this is true. We don't know if but this is a theory. This is a game theory. This is a game theory worth thinking about. If a god is put onto the wheel to be soul reborn and everything reincarnationed as a mortal, would that not, if the other gods are fighting against this god, would it not be in their best interest then to stop the wheel so that he doesn't come back? And if they stop the wheel so he doesn't come back, that's everything that's happening here. Could this all just be because... So the curse is literally because you killed a god, but it's not the god's revenge. It's just the other gods being like, well, we don't want him coming back. Let's just stop this wheel real quick. Now he's trapped. Oops, no one's born with a soul anymore.
As I stepped from the now blessed Godhammer Bridge, I thought of Ashfall. I thought of the War of Black Trees. Wondered if I needed to be burned to find myself again. That is Margaret at her heart. At least that is my hope. These are the doubts that befall me.
What happened when you returned to Ashfall?
The road to Ashfall is long. Gives one time to think. And if you think long enough, you do not go home. I left without telling anyone, with only the robes I wore at Halgot, my staff, and my name, which is long buried. Of my fellow 11 craftsmen, disciples, I know not what happened to them, if they suffered the same doubt as I did. But it was underserved. It was wrong. We had done all that Or had asked. Grab victory from defeat and...
Sounds like Teddy's going to be on a wild field trip. I already am. Many perspectives, and they all potentially make sense. Yeah. Yeah. I think this is the first, like, real big theory as to, like, how everything happened that I feel makes sense, in a way. Because everybody else's theory, the only theories that we've been seeing so far have been people just being like, we're cursed because we killed a god. Why? It's a curse. And, you know, no more specifics than that. Durance is the first one that has the specific of, hey, we killed a god and the wheel stopped. What if this god was put on the wheel? And he didn't put those 2 points together, but to me that seems pretty clear. If the gods are fighting, the girls are fighting, and one of them ends up on the wheel and the other ones don't want that one around, you stop the wheel so they don't come back. It's plausible. I'm excited to see what other theories we get. I don't know if... I highly doubt the game is going to be like, here's your answer at the end. It's probably going to leave me questioning the whole time. But that's a... Ooh, I like that one. Do you feel as if God... Do you feel as if you betrayed your God? Oh my God. Tell me what happened on the bridge. I'm not getting into betrayal yet. We chose the bridge because we could control it. It was a place where we could choke Eothas in his own footsteps, where we knew his feet would fall, a narrow neck of stone. But it was more than that. It was a spine of the deerwood, symbolic of its backbone. Such symbols are important in the construction of a weapon. Any weapon. His face hardens, his eyes burn, his eyebrows narrow. I suspect Eothas knew that as well, and so did his vessel in its arrogance. He intended to walk upon the bridge as if walking on the backs of the deerwood, and we intended to burn him with the light of our faith, and his. 12 on the bridge, 12 in the shadow, and gave ourselves to it. Gave yourselves?
We put much of ourselves into the Godhammer. Such a device is not simply a machine. There are elements of the spirit in it. Even Widewind's spirit.
Using your own energy to power magic, that is a kind of standard fantasy magic trope. Okay, Widewind's spirit also in there? How? Why?
We all studied Widewind. He was our enemy, and he had provided the flesh the god wore as a cloak. That flesh made him vulnerable. I knew what fields his hands had tilled, his family, what he had harvested, where he had been born. We sought to know him, what had led him to fight us.
Why was that important?
You don't kill the god. You kill the man it inhabits. And you leave that man a ruin. Burn him to ash. The weapon was meant to not only burn his flesh, but it would burn his soul.
Neat.
And it did. At the cost of our own. And at the cost of our goddess's favor. That whore be damned.
What? Okay, so she didn't give you permission to Godhammer. She just told you to fight, and you went, hey, what if we fuck up everything? She was like, all right, so, oh God, okay, so your goddess, your god, she was like, hey, you need to stop this guy. You need to win this fight. He is an asshole. You know, whatever the reasons for the beginning of this whole thing is, because I forget. You need to stop him. You need to do that. Blah, blah, blah. And she's thinking like, okay, humans are going to do things. They're going to do some magic stuff. They're going to do some swords. Do. And you built a nuke. And she was like, no. That is too far. That is not what I said. That is, you have made a thing. No. And now she doesn't like you as much. You nuked the other god, and now all of the other civilizations in the world think you're a warmonger, except for Gandhi. This is... Sounds as if you fell victim to your own weapon.
Perhaps your eyes were blinded by the truth of the Godhammer, Watcher. I feel half a man at times, but even that is twice that of most others.
You are so humble, aren't you? Humble little man.
If you fear for my spirit, your fears are baseless. The Godhammer, seeing its light, only fueled my anger and made me stronger, made me re-examine the teachings of Margren, put them in a new light.
When did I ever say that I was afraid for your spirit, Durance? I'm just trying to figure out what's going on. You're kind of a dick. My sympathies for you are kind of standard human sympathies. Not friend sympathies. I'm sorry. Not sorry. You haven't gone... Like, you're fighting with me, so you can't... Like, it's rough to push you down into the I don't care if you die territory. But right now, you're like standard human, like... I'd rather not you get killed, but I'd also... I'm indifferent to your existence. It's as if I don't know you. It looked as if there was only part of you, as if your spirit had been sheared in half. We got the dick half.
I do not need you to cast any more questions on me, Watcher.
Too bad.
Nor did I ask you to look upon me without my leave. Get gone, and leave me be.
Too bad. I have eyeballs that cannot be controlled. Continue to get to know Durance. What has been happening? Okay, cool. Can we go back to getting chased by horrible flesh monstrosities now? In the screaming halls of the sanitarium?
Sure.
Jesus Christ. Quest is like, I can't wait to see how this turns out. Right? Let's get a little bit stealthy here because there's more. It's just a white. It's just a white. I don't know if this doorway is the safest option. or if I want to go this way. Oh, wait, there's that door that I didn't go through. That might actually be a door now. Let's go this way. Ah! Just the white. We can handle this. It's just 2 whites. We can handle this.
Yeah?
Ba 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 da da ba da 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 na na na. This one dies first.
How may I help?
They're not in
What?
range. Not in range.
Following your lead.
That one's in range.
Ready, Watcher.
They're not in range. Woof. Go. Oh, it's 3 of them. Okay. And one of them died immediately. They are tiny baby town frolics.
Huh?
Switch to melee. Get them. Switch to melee. Knock them on the butt. They're definitely in range now. Shoot. 2.
Yes?
Kill.
I'm here.
Woof.
Block your lead.
Target destroy. Well, that was fast. Okay. Melee. Melee.
Aye?
Not melee. Continued not melee.
Yes?
I'm here. It's just a white. It's just a soulless teenage girl.
Laying low.
Sure.
Oh, for God's sake, how many of them are there?
Not in range.
Following your lead.
Not in
I'm
range.
here.
Not in range. Well, battle 1. Any more coming? Oh, and a flesh monstrosity. Hell yeah, let's go. We got this now. Do we melee the child? Let's wait on that. She in range? Not in range. Anyone in range? No, not in range yet. In range? In range! Shoot to kill. Actually, do this. Do this to that. No, wait. Do this to that. Yes.
Ready, Watcher.
To the range wound.
Wounded.
Okay, dead. Fast. They die so easily.
Huh?
I'm gonna wait for it to get closer before we do any melee. So switch to ranged. You can probably get a shot off before it gets close enough to
Yes.
actually hit somebody. Still not in range for you, so probably still not in range for you either. No.
Following your lead.
You have shot your shot. So, gun, maybe.
Ready, Watcher.
Another wound. Might want to step forward for it a bit, but that's okay. Everybody got their shot off. That's nice.
Yes.
Probably in range for you now. Yep, use your wand.
What?
Brr. It has started melee combat. Switch to melee. Do we want to go beast mode? Let's go beast mode. Why not? Smacky time. Also, since melee is engaged, send in the dog. And by dog, I mean fox. This is fine. Is it over? It's over, okay. Just waiting for something else to come out from a shadow. Oh, right, I'm still on dog. Dog cannot pick up flesh.
Margaren's fire casts light in dark places. I'm still gonna talk about Margaren even though I keep saying that I hate her.
The door is unguarded. What's inside? Here's a box. What's in the box? Is it more screaming? Oh, hammer. Oh, hey, that reminds me. I should probably check these things that I grabbed an age ago. Mace 18 to 27. One-handed. Oh my. Oh my. This might be going instead of your flail. What we got here? It's slower, but it hits harder. Quite a bit. Interrupt. What does interrupt mean? How likely a damaging attack is to delay their opponent's... So, okay, so this has a better chance of interrupting because it is a heavier thing. Grazes get turned into hits. Damage is restored as endurance. I like those. It's also fine. Accuracy when attacking same target as an ally. Damage when attacking same target as that. So you work with somebody, it go boom. Ooh, I like quite a bit. Excuse. Pardon. Dear bot. Goodbye forever. No bot. I might like Ravenwing quite a bit. Whispers of Yenwood. Oh, but you've got Justice 1927. Yeah, I think we're swapping out the flail for this because you know what? We haven't really gotten the gain to endurance from hits turning into endurance hasn't really stopped us from going down as much. So I think this might be worth it. I think that might be worth it. Do I need to give anybody this flail? I might swap one of your weapons here for the flail. Fine dagger, fine hatchet. They're both 12 to 17. I like the hatchet. So swap out the dagger. Dagger can go away. Okay. This is good. Now what about this? DR7. Minus 50% stun duration. Wolfheart. Blessed by the Lord of the Hunt. My goodness. This might be good for you. However... Oh, but... it's worse. It's worse base numbers there. You have... 12... That's light armor. What is this? This is also light armor. That's also unique, though. Oh, Alos left their armor is better. Is medium armor... Wait, you have medium armor that's a 7.
think I might want to put this on Durant's. Because his is only a DR3. Let's compare these. Like, it's really good against burn, but we haven't really been hit by a lot of things that do burn. Recovery speed, not great. +2 constitution. Yeah, I think we want to switch these. I think you want that. It's time. Time for you to wear something different. You're silly. We'll hold on to it because it's unique, so we might swap it out at some point. Put it back on if we deal with Bernie enemies, but yeah, for right now. For right now, you get to look just that tiny bit sillier. I'm glad I took the time to do that. I know I slowed down the action. Completely killed the momentum of the stream. Oh, no! Flesh has been found. I do not have eyes on. Hi. Well. Get him. Do whatever you need to do to get him. You move in. You also move in.
Following your lead.
You have gun. You move in up to here.
I'm here.
You're there, okay. Do a wounding shot. Oh yeah, good hits, fine hits. Yes, lovely. Oh, that's good. Melee, get him. You using bow? You're using bow. Shoot.
Aye.
Shoot. Shoot. It is only one flesh golem. It is only one monstrosity made of the meat. It's almost dead. It's dead. You know what we really need to do? We gotta go visit the laboratory. And we're gonna kill the man, because he's going to want to kill us.
No problem.
How many are there? There's 2 of them. Destroy that child.
Yes.
What? Following your lead.
Ready, Watcher.
Oh, there's 4 of them.
Aye?
Hey, Aloth, you wanna do this, like, right here? Because they're coming in quick.
I'm here.
Oh, good shot, Aloth. That actually worked out. Well done. Well done, my boy.
Aye?
Shoot. Do another one of those things right there.
What?
Shoot.
Following your lead.
Shoot.
Ready, Watcher.
Wound? Woof. Actually, everyone. That one. Now that I have discovered that I can do the select everybody mid-combat, as long as I have them on the right weapon, I can just go, everybody, hit the thing. Which I probably should have been doing
I shall be discreet.
for literally ages.
Got it.
Hi, I'm coming back to visit your laboratory. Guess what? I'm murdering all your things. You want to hang out and see it? You want to see the destruction that I've caused?
Do you want to see what I've done? Do you want to know what's happened to your research?
Really, I should be having a conversation with him and be like, hey, you've been had. Oh, good, I can have a conversation. It's on stealth. Hi, I would like to have a conversation with you where I tell you that you've been had.
What have you done?
You've been experimenting on patients against their wills, mangling their souls. I witnessed it with my own eyes. His face drains of what little color it had.
How could you possibly? Look, it had to be done. Nevermore and the others, they took everything from me. Everything when I was this close. I had to know. I had to know where I failed and why. Imagine the value if I'd succeeded. I had something that could make all those hollow infants into something like a real person. And with a few more patrons and a few years' research, who knows? No one has come close with the legacy. It's why I have to continue. Why I have to risk everything here working in secret. It's why you have to lie to Ethelmore for me. Tell him you've cleared me of all suspicion.
Okay, here's the thing. I know via the memories of that horrible soul monster that all of your work has been sabotaged and led astray, so you don't actually know a single thing that you are doing. You are making a mess. You need to, if you're gonna work on this, because I understand you want to stop the legacy. That is an understandable goal. You were doing it entirely wrong. You need to start over. You've been messing with people's souls from the entire party. There is the skeletons. The skeletons don't have souls. They are my mindless slaves. I'm gonna get canceled now. They're just bones. They're just bones. Liz gets it. They're just bones. Also, they're unionized. That's why they come like 13 at a time. You have to have a certain amount. My skeletons have a union. And I treat them well. They get overtime. I'm going to expose you for what you are. If you decide to fight me, that's on you. If you want to throw the first punch, go for it. I'm not going to do it. I'm just going to tell you what's happening.
Then I can't let you get in my way either.
Okay, you're throwing the first punch. That's fine. Do they also get pumpkin spice lattes? It's not in their contract, but if they want them, I'll get them some. It's just going to fall through their rib cage and just make a mess on the floor, but I think that's funny, so sure. They show up on their shift not a second earlier, and they will go home on time. You're goddamn right. Arcane dampener? You fool!
Huh?
You idiot! You absolute dumbass! I don't need arcane things to destroy you. I'm going to hit you with so much stuff all at once. You
Following your lead.
absolute banana. This is
I'm
not
here.
gonna go well for you. Also, I have a fox. Get him. What did I tell you? What did I tell you? Do you listen to me? No. Dumbass. Oh. 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 Azo's research journal.
I'm close to a breakthrough. I've found an ample source of essence now, and the vessels have responded positively to infusion with the proxy. Human trials are the next logical course.
I want you to know that every time I do Azo's lines, I do not use my upper lip at all. I just push it up as high as it can go and just talk. Probably why this experiment didn't work. Because it said, like, his lips near up, and he's got his pointed nose, and it's like any movement that he makes with his face His upper lip is just like, "Mwah!" And so anytime I'm doing the voice lines for him, that's the technique that I've been doing. The nerd emoji when you mentioned about the lips. Yeah, along those lines. It's not like a cleft lip or anything. It's just his face. Any facial movement he makes, his upper lip decides to eat his nose. And so I want to express that. But you can't see what I'm doing, so I need to tell you that that's how I've been talking. Subject is a male, approximately early 30s, powers of speech absent, presumably as a result of the overfragmentation of his soul. As such, he is the ideal subject for present research. Oh wait, this is Azo's notes, isn't it?
However, experimentation has caused severe pain and induced panic, and I have had to enlist the aid of the guards in transporting him for more recent procedures. Meh.
Well. Oh, I got a quest item. I mean, that quest is done. I didn't need to kill this man, but I wanted to tell him what was about to happen to him, to give him a chance to put his thoughts together and have an apology ready, and instead he decided to attack me, and he lasted a whole 2 seconds. Here I thought he was going to be the big bad of this chapter.
Sure.
Nope. Just a evil nerd. Jojo. He approached me. I'm getting out of here. It's not safe anymore. Whoa. Is it not safe because of me? Whoopsie doodles. I gotta go talk to Statue Man. Statue Dad, stuff happened. You should probably be aware. Hey, so you've probably seen a bunch of people run out of the basement. Yeah. Yeah. Teddy's the real Eldritch Menace here. Yeah. What the blazes happened down there? You were given permission to ask questions. I had things under control until I killed the spy, and then he construct. Oh no, that's not a good way to start things, because they're just like, I killed a guy, and then everybody went nuts. It's not. No. Patient of yours was working with the leaden key, only without knowing it. Maybe? Azo was being influenced by a patient, but the patient really wasn't himself at the time. Let's go with that one. That seems closest to what's going on without just saying, hey, I killed a guy. You finish your explanation. Good. I tell him the whole deal. And Ethelmore breaks his silence. I have read accounts of people in history who could do what you describe. The accounts are few and brief and never reliable. Some go as far as to suggest that they're all the same person. If truly such a person was here among us, plotting our ruin, would that I had a body again and could be of some real use in our time of need. I fear what the future may hold for this place. I'm grateful you were able to dispatch the threat before there was loss of innocent life. Yay! I made Statue Dead proud of us. We very nearly had another scandal on our hands. Yeah. I'm sure nobody is gonna notice the people running screaming out of this place. No scandal could come of that. What of Azo? What part did his experiments play in this catastrophe? I could, explain how his experiments played in this catastrophe because, the whole... Well, I guess it's part of the explanation that we explained before. I confronted Azo, and I was forced to kill him. He started the fight, and I finished it less than 5 seconds later. Ugh, such a waste. There was none more gifted working here. In time I had hoped to rehabilitate his image, but a mind like his, so full of ideas, leaves little room for patience. I would inquire more into the matter, but in truth you have done this institution a favor. Were his transgressions ever to reach the public, there would be a terrible uproar. I was blind to have trusted him a second time. His tone takes on an ominous quality. Ooh. I trust you will be more cautious in future inquiries. You're a statue. Don't try to threaten me. I have hammers.
Hello!
That's not the tone of your last statement. Hello! Anything new? No, we're done. We're done here. Part of main quest. Completed. We actually did a plot thing. Now to leave this place and never return. Get me the heck out of here. Music so ominous makes me think he's watching you from somewhere else. He's a disembodied soul that has been inserted into a statue. He can't do anything. Alright, now what do we do? Travel to Deerford Village. Find the tower. This is in Defiance Bay, so we just need to find a tower. A tower here in Defiance Bay. Durgan's Battery. We do need to go home, I guess after we finish in the city here. We'll go home and speak to the steward because the White March stuff is happening. Didn't the other soul also jump around from a body to another? Oh yeah. I don't know if it got out. I don't know where it is. I don't know where this guy is. He could have totally jumped from soul to soul to soul and just completely left the building. I don't know where he went. He pissed off everything at me and probably just got the heck out of Dodge. I'm sure we'll never see them again. We will never see them again. It's gonna hate me for years. What else is going on in the city? There's a pangram. The Hall of Revealed Mysteries in Copper Lane. Oh. Neden wants that, so that's in the city. We might do some of these Copper Lane things because I still need to find a tower and I don't know where that is. Statue guy needed a whole ass ceremony to get stuck in it. Yeah. He's gonna need a whole ass ceremony to get out of it, and there's not as many people to help with that now. Deliver the package to Copper Lane, so we need to go to Copper Lane for two things. Return to Helig in the Catacombs. We gotta go back to the Catacombs. Bleh. Find the heirloom breastplate. Breastplate was somewhere in Crucible Keep in First Fires. Okay. So we got Copper Lane, we have First Fires. Cliffs, that's not in the city. Endless Paths, that's not in the city, that's back at home. Ruins Beneath, that's our home. Durant's just spend time with the idiot. The Records Archive in Defiance Bay. In the Ducal Palace. Every random encounter you face will be that guy who said, we'll hate you for years. That's actually... Ooh. That's actually a neat idea. Liz, if you're still here, write that down for like a campaign idea. You DM thing. What's blooping at me? What did a bloop at me? Wait a minute. Excuse us. Let's do a big boy save also. How? Why for bloop? Hello, yes. Okay, weird. Repeat that, I was passed out. Michelangelo's message directly above what you just said. There you go. There is a campaign idea for you. You DM things. Just a campaign where, like, you piss off a guy right at the start of the campaign, and then literally every single random encounter for the entire campaign is just that guy. It's basically the potted plant from Hitchhiker's Guide. Except violent. More violent, I should say. Oh no, not again. Okay, so... bunch of stuff in Copper Lane. First Fires. First Fires might be where the tower is. Mostly violent, yeah. First Fires is probably where the tower is. So which one was First Fires? Copper Lane, Copper Lane... Heirloom Breastplate... I think it was this one. Ducal Palace is probably there, but there was one that specifically said First Fires. Here we go. Crucible Keep and First Fires. The Heirloom Breastplate, so we can work on Ader stuff, the breastplate, and possibly also find a tower. Because I feel like that would all be in First Fires. That's the way. Here we go.
Oh, for God's sake.
Good day to you.
Just had a whole pizza body said nap.
Beg your pardon, I have a message for you.
What is your message, small man?
You are summoned to Hadrit House, where Lady Webb wishes to meet with you as soon as possible.
Not much you can do in these parts without Lady Webb knowing about it. At least that's what I always heard. Guess it's true. Tell me about Lady Webb.
Do you not know Lady Webb? She's, well, no one's seen her exactly in a long time, but she's the mistress of Dunrid Row. Has been for as long as anyone can remember. She's supposed to be old. Older than anybody. She never leaves her room. Some say she's wasted away and she's just a pile of bones kept animated by dark magics.
Oh, we'll get along swimmingly then.
She's still at it, best anyone can tell. Learning things, keeping us safe. Pulling the strings behind the throne, too, it's said. There's a ring of ciphers doing her bidding, telling her everything that's going on. You do wrong in this country before you go asking the gods for forgiveness, best you ask Lady Webb first.
How'd you know where to find me?
Well, it's Lady Webb. She knows everything.
I gotta snooze that ad. Hold on, snooze. Give me a couple of extra minutes so that we can get through this conversation before I get into the ads. Thank you.
Where was done wrong? A whole mess of ciphers run out of Hadrit House. They make it their business to keep the peace, but they don't like you to see them do it. Problems in this city have a way of going away on their own, and when that happens, you can make a pretty good guess as to why.
Where can I find Hadrit House?
It's just over there, my lord, at the southwest corner of Brackenbury. You'll find the lady upstairs.
Oh, I guess we're staying in this area for a second, then.
I just figured out where I wanted to go next, and now I can't leave.
Big boy save. How? And then, now that I'm out of the conversation, it is time once again, because it's been an hour. We're going to take an ad break. If you have the channel points, go fishing. Lurkbraid is not dead. I always have to check, just in case. If you don't have the channel points, then it is time to stand up and get a drink and go to the bathroom and all that fun stuff. We'll be back in 3 minutes. And then we're going to talk to what I hope is an animated skeleton learning secrets in an attic. So, BRB, 3 minutes. Welcome back from the ads. I just sat down. I went to the bathroom. I got myself another drink. I hope you did the same. How's the fishing been? You got a couple of stuff. Okay. Let's check the decks. We're about halfway through the stream. Let's take a quick look. Before we continue, there's still only 2 things left. You could possibly finish it off this week before I get a chance to actually add more. What is missing? You've done so much. You've done so much. Gutsman's ass, a potato. Uppy, Cerveza crystal. This is why I was so excited when you finally got it, because it's all the way back here. Lurk, Malort, metal pipe, ring, meat popsicle, bone skeleton, rock and stone, Meridia's beacon, scam call, Dagother, ice cream sandwich, love, look at this. Look at all these things that you got. You're almost there. The only things that are left are actually pretty recent. There's this. I will tell you it's video game related. And then there is this, and I will tell you that it is voiced by one Dagged Wood. And that's all that's left. You just got 2 things. I need to add more. I have so many more to add. This is going for it. Can she do it? We're going to go back to the game after this cast. I want to put all eyes on this one. Don't feel self-conscious. Congratulations, you got a piece of shit. Okay, let's get back to the game. You got a trolley for your shopping. You can use it to bring things from one place to another place. Where are we going? Southwest corner. Okay. So it's right nearby. There. Lara, you have a name. Never mind. Oh, come on. As you near the apparition, you're overcome suddenly by a powerful anxiety that sits like a stone in your stomach. The feeling is not quite real. The recollection of an emotion rather than the emotion itself. It wrenches your insides nevertheless. The apparition's brow is tensed, a look of concern plain across its face. The other
missionaries say you have been neglectful of your duties.
Never mind. All right, fine. You can voice it. They lie.
They speak out of concern for you. Now tell me, is there something to their concerns?
No. We just had a really rough week, okay? The pain in your stomach deepens and you feel for a moment as though you're about to be sick. Your mouth has gone dry. Oh. Forgive me, Eminence. I wish to leave the order. Man folds his fingers together and presses them to his mouth, thoughtful.
You have been an apt student, and your convictions have inspired those around you. May I ask what has changed to make you feel this way?
People we intended to convert that committed unspeakable acts. Huh? Is this after we converted them, or before, or what? Wombat, welcome in. I've done something that, yeah, this is more specific than the others, so let's go with this. The apparition exhales slowly and its lips pressed together, a sympathetic rapport in its eyes. Places its hand on your shoulder.
These are the ways of the heathen world.
Oh, this is... Okay, the people that we were going to convert, they're doing terrible things before we converted them, and I don't have the stomach to do it. I don't like that choice that I chose. I should have went with the I've done terrible things. Oh well. Too late now. Surely the gods would do better to destroy us all and start anew. A little bit emo there.
Perhaps they would. It may come to that one day. This is why we must not fail. The heathens are beyond the gods' reach. They do not know better. We are tasked with delivering them to the gods, so that the gods may heal their souls.
Is such a thing possible? By killing them, of course.
I have seen it with my own eyes. You will see it too, if you choose to remain.
Well, with an offer like that, all you need to do is add in a pack of fruit snacks and I'm in.
There is no greater calling than the one we have chosen. Neither words, nor wealth, nor battle will end this suffering. Only the gods. Will you give them that chance?
I don't like this. Has there ever been a moment in history where it's like, let's just, this is the God's will. When people in power go with the whole God's will thing, does that ever go well for anyone, ever? Other than, you know, the rich? Then, look at me getting all historical and political all at the same time. The knot in your stomach seems to loosen all at once and the anxiety is replaced with something else entirely, something warm and soothing. And it's something you know you can never repay. What? As the vision fades, you start to become cognizant of the many odd looks aimed in your direction. Your last response echoes in your mind. I will. Well, now. Mandate of Heaven in ancient China? I don't remember enough. I know I've heard about it before. I know I have read about it, and I don't remember what it was exactly. Remind me in short detail. Because I know I know it, but I don't remember it, and it's one of those moments, and damn it. I hate that feeling. It's like, I know this thing. I can't remember for the life of me. Gods decide who will rule China. You failed at your job, new mandate of heaven takes over. Ah! Maybe? Possibly. That feels more along the lines of, like, things happened, it's God's will, rather than we're going to do this, it's God's will. That's more of, like, after the fact. I could be entirely misreading things. I don't remember things. I'm not a historian. I know some things about some things. So I will trust those that know more than me on this one. Hi, big empty house. Is there a skeleton lady here? Knock, knock. Marble at the base has been worn smooth by the passage of hundreds of feet. Oh, this has been here a while. Or spider lady. This is true, Madam Web. She could just be a giant-ass spider. Hi. Curran, you have a name.
A link, yes, I'm certain of it.
What can I steal off this table?
Hello.
The Orlan man is surrounded by books and scrolls. His wiry hair stands nearly on end, and his ears prick up as you approach. You carry whispers. Kate Nua, Gilded Veil, old voices indeed.
How the hell did you know this?
The Orlan grins, revealing a row of dagger-pointed teeth.
As a cipher, it's my job to know these things. You carry the whiff of ancients. Smells old. Stinky.
What else can you tell me? His ears twitch downward.
Not as much as I would like, unfortunately. My duties for Lady Webb require me to focus my talents elsewhere.
Regards a table piled with scroll. Wait, did you just sniff that off me right now? You don't, like, know these things from spies? You just sniffed it on me? Are you Sherlock Holmes?
It brings you to Dunwood Row.
Apparently I was invited by Lady Webb. Cocks his head to the side as if trying to get a better look at you.
Just like a puppy. Forgive me, she doesn't take many visitors, but the ones she does invite are a fascinating lot. I've always marveled at her choices. Nothing in common to my eyes, but her sight is far keener than mine. I wonder what it is she sees. Their room is upstairs, the one with the guards out front. The city may not understand her value, but the Duke certainly does.
Looks like you could use some help. You got this table full of shit.
So many secrets and trails in this city. You have to but turn a corner to find a fresh trace of something stolen, or someone missing. Unfortunately, we haven't had the time to investigate them all. I'm supposed to be working on other matters, but my mind still lingers on a few recent cases. Curse of a cipher to be ruled by the whims of curiosity.
These seem like good people. If she is a giant-ass spider, she's a giant-ass spider working to find missing people and stolen goods. And hopefully other good things and not my death. Tell me, why can't you look into these cases?
Matter of priorities, says Lady Webb. Many problems in Defiance Bay these days. Problems with more than a few missing persons at stake. Oof.
I'll look into it. It's like, Sagani bounces on the balls of her feet. It's like one of those Valian whodunits. I've read a few of those on the road. Helps pass the time. Oh, she's excited. He grins, razor-tipped teeth showing between his lips. Copper Lane, Andra's Gift, and Brackenbury, of course. To talk to the ones who reported the disappearances. The only ones who know enough to care. Laura, Oli, and Elka. Who's missing?
2 men, 1 woman. Lendry, Kendall, and Cora.
Give me everything you know. Sure. All right.
Best to ask Ollie. Seems they drank together at the Salty Mast and Andra's gift. Also seems that no one else knew him well enough to miss him. Oof.
Kendall?
Reported missing by Elka, dwarf who carried traces of fine wine and young dandies. Plenty of time and money to spend on her pleasures. Try Brackenbury.
And Cora?
Sister of Laura, one of the merchants in the Copper Lane Bazaar. Not the kind of person who would just disappear, it seems.
Any leads?
Not yet. No obvious connection between the victims, which is what makes me wonder so. Could be animancy related? Researchers always need subjects, less scrupulous types in particular. Seems too risky for the sanitarium, but one never knows.
Wouldn't put it past them.
Talk first to the people who reported our victims missing. Mayhap you'll catch something I missed.
Can I ask you other things? Tell me about you, because you've sniffed things, and I want to know.
I check for soul connections, looking for lost things, missing things, or troublesome things, particularly where people of power and influence are concerned. I'm Cypher. In Erglanfath, we were once known as Brishklagwin Mind Hunters. Nice title, yes, but it wasn't until the Animancers began working with my kind 40 years ago that we truly understood our power. Now we make some of the best detectives in the world. Tracing souls. We can look at a person and see where they've been, or look at a weapon and see who's touched it. Useful for solving crimes, as you can imagine.
I love him. The final act. That's a curious title. Concerning for a side quest. Box! Aw, it's stealables. I'm not stealing beer. Vintage is older than Defiance Bay. Damn, she's old. Anybody else with a name? No. What's in here? Oh, stuff. No! Get in, backpack in here. Notes speculate about the identity and location of a secret sect. Ooh. Locked.
I can do that. That's settled.
Aw, everything is stealing. I do not wish to
simple
steal because it does affect things. However, I will still unlock things. That doesn't get me in any trouble. Either it's code or the author's handwriting is shit. Agents. Stealing. I'll still check things even though it's stealing just in case there's something and I'm like, oh, I need that. Much like my hat. Leads into case and caravan disappeared under... Oh. That was ours. I think. Red locks are stealing? Wait. As in, like... It hasn't said anything about me, like, losing reputation or getting bad things to my soul. When I actually stole the hat, it was like, oh, you made a no-no, even though nobody was watching. But unlocking the locks has never done that to me. I just want to look. It's just the breaking. Okay, you can unlock them without taking anything from the kit. Yeah. I can unlock them and get experience for it. Ah. And then I just don't take things because it's stealing. Unless it's something really good. Again, like my hat. Because, my hat is freaking great. What we got here? Nothing I want. What's this? Notes. You just got notes all over every single wall. What's in here? Check everywhere else first. Ooh. Done red agent, done red agent, done red agent. Money. I don't need to steal money. I have a house.
Lady Web will see you now.
No, she'll see me after I look at this last room. Okay, I've looked at it. Now she'll see me. Aw, you're not a skeleton or a spider. Lame. We got here. Deleterious alacrity of motion. What? Become fast. Is fast potion.
That's settled.
Don't mind me, I'm just looking through all of your stuff. Okay, I have looked through all of your stuff. Hello. This woman clutches a thick stack of parchment with spindly wrinkled fingers, their flesh stretched thin to near translucence with extreme age. A gossamer veil over pale blue veins, ink splotches and candle burns dot and stripe her hands like a quilt pattern after some great indescribable truth. She does not look up from her reading. You're like Madame Vastra, except not a lizard.
So, the messenger conveyed my summons. A miracle that would make the reincarnation of Aothis look like a child's cantrip, surely. It doesn't draw the most inspired minds, messaging. They failed me so many times of late, I nearly sent a cipher after you instead. So this is the Watcher who took over Cad Noir. Oh, don't look so surprised. It isn't an attractive expression. I wouldn't be where I am for long if I let details like that escape me.
She straight up told me, put your eyebrows down. You look like an idiot. This is exactly what I would picture Aelot's mother to be like. Oh, I wish I was in my chibi form just so I could pull out the microphone. Aloth, your thoughts?
And this fiasco in the sanitarium that you seem to have gotten yourself into the middle of. What in blazes possessed you to stir that nest of trouble?
I'm investigating a strange group. There's not really any point in hiding things from you. You're going to find out everything eventually.
Strange does not begin to describe them. The practices of the Leaden Key defy all reason.
Or you just already know. Why do you even ask me questions? Confirmation?
You're not the only one with an interest in their recent activities. I've lost 4 ciphers this year alone trying to get someone inside their ranks. As it is, we only have our suspicions about who is in the group and what they intend, which I suppose means we have much in common with them. I asked you here because I wanted to know what your interest was in all of this. I thought perhaps we might help each other. Why are you looking for the Leaden Key?
Am I really so gung-ho on wanting to reverse my awakening? I know bad things are gonna happen to me, but it's been kind of useful. Ran across a man in the ruins. It's important that I find him again. She closes her eyes and the lids flicker, and her face goes still, and she died. Roll credits. And her mouth parts little more than a sliver, and her hand briefly drops open, spilling some of her parchment to the ground, pages wafting around her legs like the leaves of a dying tree. Her fleshy eyelids peel back, that's a way to phrase it, and her gaze is immediately upon you. Useful until your brain explode. I mean, what's a little bit of brain between, you know, cool powers, ghost powers, ghost powers.
The gods are cruel, I'm afraid. The man you seek is Theos Ix Arcanon.
You just know.
Grand Master of the Leaden Key.
You just know his name.
One of the most elusive and dangerous men Aora has ever known.
You just know his name. You closed your eyes, you took a quick little nap, and you just went, that guy, I know him. Dated him for a week or two back a couple 100 years ago. Like, what? How do you... What? How do you know I seek the house?
Because you have seen his face, and that makes it a simple matter for me to see it. You even happened to catch him in a ceremonial garb, it seems. It must have been a special occasion.
Yeah, he had a big old wing hat. Tell me about this man.
More than most, though very few would know so much as his name. And there is no way of knowing how much of what I've read is true. The leaden key dates back more than 2,000 years. If rumors are to be believed, Theos was the one who created it.
Fuck.
What scraps of evidence exist suggest that he has died many times, only to be reborn each time exactly the same man, awakened during adolescence with all the knowledge and experience of all his lifetimes.
Oh,
The plots
that's
he
awful.
orchestrates sometimes take hundreds of years to bear fruit.
So I can't just kill this guy.
Needless to say, this is not the natural order of things. But he is said to be one of Woodica's favored, and that old bat was never one to let rules get in the way of favoritism.
Concept of the web of information, so spider web catches info. Oh, yeah. She's the internet.
That may also explain another supposed
Kill his
gift of
soul.
his. His body is no boundary to his soul, and he is known to take possession of others, if their souls are weakened.
Oh, no, that was him.
Often it is for elaborate deceptions, but sometimes he simply forces them to kill themselves.
It was him.
He is not known for his generous supply of pity.
Oh, it was him. He was the one in the sanitarium. Oh, he absolutely got out of there. Oh, heck. Oh, no. Oh, God, it's him. I'm gonna die. Sometimes he just makes them commit suicide. That's great. Great. This is what we're up against. Cool. How do you stop this? How do you kill a man's soul? We're gonna have to inflict capitalism on him.
He is also not one to show himself in any but their most critical matters. If he has directly involved himself in whatever the group plots now, it may be your only chance to find him. And once you do find him, if you can find him, I would not hold my hopes too high if I were you. He is a driven, single-minded man. He will not have the slightest concern for your problems.
I'm not going to him about my problems. I'm going to him because clearly I needed to smack him in the last month. How do you know so much about him?
The same way I come by all my knowledge. Exhaustive research, spying, bribery, perhaps some less savory measures. Whatever the knowledge demands,
I would like to know more about
I pay
this.
in full. There is nothing of greater value. Unfortunately, with Theos, there is also nothing more scarce. He has covered his tracks far too well. His manipulations of the course of history are lost to time now, though I believe they were many.
That's my thoughts on that. Just burp directly into the microphone because what else can you do? What can you do about a man who has guided history? A+ thoughts. Eloquently put, yes. Oh my god, I'm learning about the big bad, and the big bad is so big and so bad. I have to kill his soul. What do you want from me?
Keep me informed. The leaden key has been busy lately, and that is distressing news. I can only guess as to what they intend. You seem to have a knack for turning the stones they've crawled beneath.
I am obnoxious.
Keep turning them. Dunreed Row will not stop you.
Thank you.
Whatever it is they're up to, figuring it out will be of great use to both of us. In your case, it will surely point you to Theos. In return, I will share our knowledge with you as we learn it, and provide you with what assistance I can.
Yeah, my expression didn't do what you typed. He has skill issues for not confronting me right here, right now. We literally just fought him in the sanitarium and he made the whole place fight us. He will kill us. He will kill us so bad. Very well, I like you guys. Drop the crystal stars. Call him a coward for running away.
If you find your trail has run cold, come to me with whatever you have. There is much I may be able to do for you.
Are you my hint system now? There's something I can tell you about the Leaden Keys operations.
Well, let's hear it.
I found Theos in Brackenbury saying, oh my god, it is confirmed him. God, why? Impersonating a patient. He was trying to damage the public's opinion of animancy. Oh my god. Okay. Let's add this to the game theory pile. Oh my, okay, so we've got Theos, who is altering the course of history. Not altering the course in history in, like, time traveler fucking up the present kind of way, but, like, no, he's just been around forever and is just guiding things the way that he wants it. And he wants people to not trust animancy. He wants animancy to be seen as a big bad, which means animancy is not a big bad. Animancy is a good thing. He's just trying to ruin its reputation entirely. He's doing a fuck you Copernicus, we're the church kind of shit. And oh my god. Okay, so does he hold on. Okay. You know how we just had that conversation of just like, maybe it'd be better if, you know, if the gods just wiped out everything and started fresh. And he's like, that's a silly thought. Maybe it'll come to that. God is killed. Wheel is stopped. Nobody is born with a soul. Nobody can, if the wheel is stopped, nobody can reincarnate. Nobody can reincarnate, nobody's born with a soul. And the people that are trying to fix this are the Animancers, and they probably have the best bet at that. And so he's destroying Animancy's reputation because he wants the wheel to stay stopped, because there's wiping the slate clean. It's one of those old tropes. Wipe it all clean and start afresh. It's one of those. Bingo, bango, bongo. We just called it. We called the rest of the game. I could be entirely wrong, but that's where my theory's at right now. Butts.
Forgive me. It is unlike Theos to leave witnesses. He must be furious.
Never underestimate just how obnoxious I can be.
He did not aid you as you'd hoped, I take it?
No, God, no. Why would he?
Well, take heart. With any luck, when he has finished his business, he will surely come and find you again, if only to kill you while you sleep.
And he can just take over people who have weakened souls, so I'm not safe from anyone. Guess I'm just gonna have to kill every NPC I find.
This news of yours makes sense, of course. To dabble in animancy is to puzzle over the secrets of the gods. This would not be the Leaden Key's first action against it. But if this is connected to their other activities, we may be in for something on a much larger scale.
Okay, so it could just be as simple as you're not supposed to know the secrets of the gods. He could just be really, really strict on that. It's not likely, though, because it's probably connected to other things, and it's probably the whole stop the wheel light, wipe the slate clean kind of deal. But that's a little, like, that's a little hole in my theory, which could be a thing. That's why you tell him skill issue. Yeah. Immediately. So every NPC that we talk to, we have to tell them that Theos has a skill issue, and we see which one gets pissed off. We just gotta bait them. Just dangle that little bit of bait and see which one takes it. Or animancy is the way to stop him from being immortal and body snatching. Good thought. That is also a damn good theory. Doesn't connect as much to the wheel. It could be both. It could very much be both. And just the whole, it keeps you from figuring out how to take him out could be a bonus. But that's worth considering in there. Definitely worth it.
If we can learn more about their goals and
Not
methods,
saying a goddamn thing.
perhaps
Liz knows
we can
the
get
answers.
the palace behind us. With Avar's support, we may be able to put a stop to this.
That's all. What else is there to know about the Leaden Key?
Precious little, I'm afraid. You may know much of it already. No one member knows the identity of more than a handful of other members.
Yeah, we know that.
They are kept in the dark of missions they are not involved in.
Yeah, we know
or
that.
sometimes of those they are involved in.
Yeah, you know that too.
They exist to hide secrets they themselves don't know. If you can imagine how gullible someone must be for that to appeal.
I live in the United States. I've seen reality. That's not a stretch.
Despite that, they are very good at what they do, owing much to their founder, who will take matters into his own hands when necessary. And he does not fail.
I have other questions for you.
Yes?
Let's start off. Durance, this is your moment. Is there a Lord Whip?
There was.
Oh, what happened?
He believed in dying with dignity. He was old-fashioned that way, my husband. We saw the world very differently, he and I. But he was good to me while he lasted.
Aw. He believed in dying with dignity. He believed in dying. I don't think you believe in dying. I think you just want to stay alive forever, and somehow you're doing this. How old are you? Never ask a lady her age. But in this case... Durance, this is your moment. She gives a half-hearted gasp and covers her mouth with her crumpled fingers. You wicked man, where are your manners? Were you raised without a shred of decency?
I lost count ages ago. Such a strange thing to celebrate, getting closer to death. Oh, I've had my share of work done to prolong my existence, if that's what you're wondering. I'm not ashamed of it. I'm not done here. There are things I still wish to learn.
Wait.
And I'll be the effigy if I let Bereth carry me off before I'm through.
Have you had animantic plastic surgery? Is that... What?
There was a time when I considered enlisting the theorems of Pondgrum to extend my life indefinitely. I found the thought of devouring my political enemies to sustain my own life greatly appealing. I must have gone soft with age.
If you were like 300 years younger or I 300 years older, ma'am, we would set the world ablaze. Are you psychic? Granny with rolling with an iron fist behind the scenes. I think I love her. Are you psychic?
If you are hoping I can look at your hand and tell you whom you should marry, you can just wipe that notion from your mind. I do not know what will happen tomorrow. That is what I pay spies for. Being a cipher is not unlike being a watcher. You notice more about what is already there.
She's driven, she has high aspirations, not necessarily for, you know, world control or anything, but just like she's got her thing that she really wants to do, and she's willing to push it to absurd extremes where she's gonna live forever and fuck anyone that gets in her way. She will eat them, if necessary. Sounds like every woman I've been in a relationship with. This is my type. Hi. Are you a Mary Sue who will destroy your opponents without a shred of remorse? Call me. Granny capture Teddy's heart? I think so.
Many can hold an object and know where it's been, or peer into the thoughts of people around them. They can also sometimes affect those thoughts, but that would be unethical, of course. A tiny, talented few pick up so much about the world around them, they can get images of things to come, but these are fleeting and unreliable.
You said you don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. I just want to get her reaction to this, because this does not mean that she knows what's going to happen tomorrow, but I want more. I want more. Tell me more.
Who said I was talented? I don't. Least not that I can trust. And with me, it's only ever about one thing anyway.
What's that?
A quiet day at home.
This woman. Tell me more about this place.
All the things there are to know in this world, and you ask me about work. Deerwood is a rebel country. Conflict is in its blood.
I already asked you about yourself.
If you think a
now
few
it's time to talk about work.
posted in our cities keep chaos
We did
at
our
bay,
flirting.
You are very new to town indeed.
We did our flirting. It's time to talk about work.
We are Deerwood Cipher investigators, of course. But what we really are is its last barrier against anarchy. People are more at ease when they believe they are watched over by someone more enlightened than they are. It pacifies them. So that is the image we foster.
She's very humble about this just incredible organization that she's running here. Help make a bouquet. God damn it.
And we do try to be enlightened for their sake. The knowledge we gather here is Deerwood's standing army in many ways. We learn what's vital and we act on it while Deerwood sleeps, blissfully unaware of the terrifying truths all around them. I wish I could tell people the things I know sometimes. But the truth is, I don't think many of them could bear it.
Tell me. Please tell me. Tell me all of the horrors. I wish to know how many tentacles are involved. Do I need to go smack Toth? Not Toth, Tolk. T names getting confused in my head. How'd you come to be here?
Me? I started
Tell
this
Tolk.
place. In a different time, under a different Duke.
He's doing a thing on Saturday.
I impressed the Duke with my
After
research
this line,
and
I'll
my
tell you.
work ethic, and he became possessed of the notion that I would be ideal to lead a secret network of gifted investigators. I don't know how such an idea got into his head.
Huh. She winks. Tolk is doing a thing. The reason that, one of the reasons that I mentioned that, but also, like, he's doing a thing on Saturday. I think it's Saturday, the 21st, where he's doing a VTuber compliment stream. It's basically like a Smasher Pass, except they're not doing passes because they don't want to hurt people's feelings or offend people or cause drama or anything like that. And they don't want to. If you do a Smasher Pass with people that actually exist and they get passed on, some people are going to feel upset about things. They don't want to do that. So he's doing a compliment stream. And he is also, because they're still going to cause drama with this, going to explain how he could beat them in a fight and what kind of loot they would drop. This is why I'm ready to smack Tolk. I gave him my PNGs. Come at me, bro. What kind of loot am I dropping? What kind of loot? Is it gonna be common loot? Is it gonna be common loot? You gonna do that? You gonna do that to me? May have summoned Tolk on the Discord. Ooh. Now I have to look. Where is he? He wants to smack your tentacles or something. And he's just making a face. That just sounds normal. That's just us flirting. I want to know what kind of... The worst part is I might end up out drinking with friends that day because it's right on like a friend's birthday. So I might have to watch the VOD of that. But I need to know. I need to know what kind of loot he thinks I drop. Because I want to fight it. I don't care what he says. I'm going to fight it. Purely to cause chaos.
Yes?
I have no more questions.
Try your best not to die
How
out
dare
there.
you neglect a VTuber? I can't neglect my real world friends either. Honestly, I've been to Tolk's stream more often than I've hung out with this friend that I'm going to be drinking with. I will do my best to do both, but if I can't make it to the one thing, I will immediately check the VOD. Because I need the ammunition. I need to know what I can say he's wrong about. Because he will be wrong. Tolk, if you're watching. I am chaos. I'm coming for you. Where? What quest was this? Hermit of Hadrid House. Oh, it's main quest stuff. Oh. Just every time I learn more. Okay. Well now. I love her. She's wonderful. If there was not a few centuries of an age difference between us, smash. I want to know the world's secrets, and she knows them.
You must have seen some amazing sights on your way north.
Sure. Pirate cities floating in the archipelago.
Ooh.
The mountain halls of these northern dwarves.
Ooh.
Plenty.
I haven't been further south than the Deerwood myself. Maybe I'll come back after I've convinced the Ranga Nui and see all those things for myself.
I hope you do.
There's assassins after me now. God damn it.
We're in the middle of the city.
Huh?
Ugh. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait.
Light,
Wait.
flame, and sound.
Go this way.
We'll keep to ourselves.
Perhaps going on a fight in the middle of the city is not the best idea. If there's no assassins after you, you're not being annoying enough. It's true. Speaking of being annoying, you know what's more annoying to an assassin? It's not losing a fight to somebody. It's them just sneaking by you. Later, nerd. You didn't see nothing. What are you, a master assassin? What do you think you are, master assassin? You couldn't find your own face in a snowstorm. A picture of the bouquet on Discord. Oh my god. I'm going to look at this. I'm going to look at this right now. What is this? Flirtation. 1 buttercup, rich in charm. 2 feverfew. I have never heard of this flower before in my life. Granted, I don't know many flowers. Flirt. Oh, feverfew is for flirt. Okay. Daylily, coquette. Oh. Blackberry, dangerous pride. Ooh. Nigella, kiss me twice before I rise. Oh my goodness, these are flirty flowers. Jerusalem sage, earthly delights. That is for smash. Bergamot, your wiles are irresistible. Why is that under friendship? That is far more than friendship. Numbers are related to the position of flower. I gathered that. That image is kind of laid out like a paint by numbers. This go here. This go there. which is actually, like, if you need instructions on how to make a bouquet, laying it out like a paint by numbers, yeah, good way of doing it. First fires. Sneaking past assassins. It's under friendship and. I didn't see the ampersand. What's the and? The bouquet is for flirting. The ampersand, the and is clearly for fucking. Friendship and fucking. Friendship and romance. That's what I said. Ted, please. Is this where the tower is? I can't zoom out anymore. I'm assuming this is where the tower is. What quests did I have here again? There were a couple things. We were looking for a breastplate. We were looking for... Honors Gift, Copperlane, Blackberry, none of these places. Copperlane, Catacombs, Breastplate. This is Copperlane. Cliffs, Paths, what? The Records Archive. The Records Archive is probably one of them. There was another thing that was here, wasn't it? In the fires? That's in Copperlane. That's in Copperlane. Where the hell is the... Ah, here it is. Oh, no, that is the breastplate. The breastplate. Yeah. Crucible Keep in First Fires. Okay. Still haven't started the paths. No, I have not. Once I finish in Defiance Bay, then we're going to go home, and we're going to start the White Marsh quest, and the paths and all the other stuff that's at home. Not sorry for the bouquet I posted just now. Chat, I'm sorry for the distractions, but I have to... Oh, challenge Tolk bouquet? Challenging arrival. Lavender for distrust. Rocket for rivalry. Basil for hatred. No, I don't hate him. Marigold for jealousy. Single pinks for aversion. Oh, I'm not gonna avert from him. Sweet William for craftiness. Russian olive bitterness. There's no bitterness. Rue for disdain. No. I can combine some of that with the flirty bouquet, and then it'll be good for him. I guess I'm just walking in. There's nowhere else to go. Oh wait, yeah, there are other places to go. There's so many places to go. What am I doing? Embassy. Crucible Keep. Ducal Palace. Crucible Keep is where the breastplate is, correct? Crucible Keep. Breastplate somewhere in Crucible Keep. Well, this is where we're going. Keeper of the Armory, Penhelm, is one of the officers who had him expelled, unlikely to return the heirloom willingly. Okay. Gotta kick somebody's butt. The sensual saxophone music. Tolk, if you're watching, I don't know how this started or where this is going. But I look forward to what kind of loot I'm dropping now. What brings you to the keep?
Hello.
Justikar Almar gives you an appraising eye. Judging by the scars on his face, he's lucky to be able to do that much. Wow, okay. Every day we get more from the hinterlands pouring into Defiance Bay. Keeps us busy on the watch, it does. You look like you've recently arrived yourself, even though you've been here for like 5 weeks at this point. So sorry for anyone watching this stream on YouTube. They knew what they were getting into. Also, hi, YouTube. Who are you?
Soldier of the Crucible Knights and proud of it. I help keep everything running at the keep so that Commander Cliver can focus on more important matters.
Looking for something, or just knocking the dirt off your boots? So, what goes on here in the Crucible Keep? This is the headquarters of the Crucible Knights. It's where we store arms and armor, as well as many of our soldiers' bunk. Commander Clive is in the back, making plans as usual. You'll find the forge at the west end of the building, along with our master smith, Dunstan. There's also a shrine to the golem if you're the praying type. Tell me about these knights. With the defenders of Defiance Bay. Not exactly a formal knighthood, but don't tell Commander Cliver I said that. We were the first organized militia to oppose Adrian rule, and today we're the largest force in the city. Our soldiers undergo years of combat training, and our officers are required to have their souls read by that critter out in Dunwood Row. That critter? What's this about that? Just a requirement of the Crucible Knights, so the higher-ups know that there's nothing messy built in your soul's past. Keeping the ranks pure is fine by me. I just wish they were more careful in hiring their ciphers. What's wrong with their ciphers? Shifts his weight. Mostly Orleans. Oh, you're racist. I'm sure they're talented enough, but you just can't trust them. Hostility's in their nature, and they've learned to hide it over the years. All I'm saying is they should at least be supervised by other folk. That's reasonable enough, isn't it? Seems like an extreme position to take. Just speaking the truth. Nowadays, it seems it's the biggest crime of all. God. Can't be racist about the Orleans anymore because of woke. Fucking this guy. Everyone's so sensitive now. Meh. So did you get the scars on your face from, being in a big battle, or because you were just being an asshole to people? Because right now, I'm not sure which way that went. Would you like a new one, by the way, also? Just a car racist? Alright, so the person I want to talk to is in the back. This place is got some heckin' size to it. Well, there's stuff going on in the forge. Let's go check that out. That was where they said they had a thing, right? I already forgot. Oh, it's stealing!
I can do that.
Unlock
That's
it.
settled.
Yeah, XP. Oh, there's Penhelm. It's not racist if it's true. Unlucky? I will smack you. Bad. No. Tongues of flame licked at the forge. It's like a darkin. Tongs, hardies, hammers, fullers, punch tools. Neat. This is the guy. This is the guy. Oh. Quick save.
Hail and well met.
Feeling the urge to replay BG3. Understandable. The young novitiate's armor is recently shinied, and his hair is clean and neatly combed. It's hard to believe he's ever seen battle, or that the scarred antique breastplate he wears could possibly be his. Oh, hello? You looking for something? Hi, tell me about the Knights of the Crucible. We're the primary defenders of Defiance Bay. The Order's founders were the first to rally for Deerwoodnian independence. Of course, that's ancient history now. Now we're the most prestigious company of soldiers in the Deerwood. That's a glorious line of work. Scrunches his nose. If you can forget about the barracks, that is. How does someone become a knight? You don't take just anyone. Our members share soul legacies with the very men and women who defended this land a century and a half ago. Anyway, Commander Cliver is responsible for initiations, but he rarely accepts foreigners. Are you all racists? Hey, does the name, Bosrick sound familiar? If you got any self-respect, you won't associate with him. Or with any of his new friends at the Expedition Hall, for that matter. Scamps and delinquents, a lot of them. Cool. What's the story between you two? He's always held some controversial opinions. You know, like, all peoples being equal and whatnot. But they went and overlooked for the longest time because his family has such an extensive history of service in the Crucible Knights. He frowns and crosses his arms because he's a little shit.
He finally went too far. He had the gall to suggest that we had strayed too far from our roots, and some of our officers were beginning to resemble Adrian nobility. He would have us all wear rough spun and fight with forge hammers. I merely reported his statements.
I mean, that history made the knights what they are. You can't just, like, put it away. Made you drag Asterion around? So dense about how Asterion was behaving, the partner couldn't help but laugh. Asterion, I love going through TikTok and seeing his voice actor do anything, because he's picked up bits of Asterion just into who he is now. And as an actor, I understand that. Sometimes you do a role, and that role just, like, you put yourself into every role you do, and sometimes roles put themselves into you. Not in any bad way. He seems like an absolutely lovely, fantastic, awesome person. But he even mentions it in an interview, not an interview, like at a, answering a question at a panel at like a convention. Just like, he gained Astarion's laugh. He used to have a different laugh, but now he laughs like Astarion. Like, sometimes the role takes you over a little bit, and a bit of it stays behind. Had to spell it out to you what he was asking to join after. Understandable. Can't just cast it aside. We've outgrown that past. Sometimes you need to move on. Outgrown it like an old sealskin coat? You adapt with the times, sure, but that's a bit naive. So, he says your affidavit's a forgery. What do you have to say about that? Just what would he know about that? It's perfectly convenient for him to cast aspersions, with his pedigree in the Knights. I don't know why I said aspersions like that. He keeps folding his arms. It's a lie, of course. So, that breastplate you got on. Looks like, looks like it might be his. It was. It became property of the Crucible Knights when he was discharged. Now it's mine. It's not for sale, if that's what you're wondering. Not every day you find armor that was used in the rebellion. Okay. Enough about him. And that we can agree. Well. Penhelm doesn't appear to be keen on parting with Osric's armor, which he is presently wearing. More leverage is required. Osric believes that Penhelm's affidavit affirming that Penhelm's soul is free of any Adrian influence is a forgery. Could find it somewhere in the Crucible Keep. Oh, we need to ruin this boy's life. I look forward to this. Which means I need to check everything that can be opened, because it might be in there. Sure, it might be stealing, but who knows? Oh, heck, camping supplies. Well, that's a little bit of theft. But it was for camping supplies. Very important. Hope the Knights don't mind. Surely they're fine with a little bit of theft. Considering, you know, that armor. Record of active patrols and reported crimes in Andra's gift, the latter far outnumber the former. Oh dear. Trying to pull off the gay and European meme? Oh. Oh, you poor thing. Yeah. Asterion is, he's a time. I haven't even played the game. He's a time. Oh, well, that was fast. Corrine, a cipher duly appointed and employed Bedundered Road, does hereby certify that Novitiate A.M. Penhelm has been found to have a soul free of any subversive influence obtained in essence. Yoink. That was fine. That was quick. Bring it to Curran. Is Curran the guy? Curran's the guy. Curran's the guy I like.
I can do that.
Not like
That's
that.
settled.
Just, I enjoy him as a person. Edict of Arrest. Aeon! Oh, alright. Well, we need to take this over there and do things. Let's do a big boy save, because it has been another hour. And it is time... Oh, God! Oh, heck. Oh, no. Do a quick snooze so that I can actually say the things that I want to say. We're going to go on an ad break. So here we go. BRB screen. Lurkbait is still alive. So if you have the channel points, if you've been hanging out, if you've been watching, you have channel points. Those channel points you can use and you can go fishing. And there's 2 things in the pond that have never been caught yet. You might catch them. So see if you can catch them. And if you don't have channel points, then, you know, go to the bathroom, get a drink, get a snack. Watch people catch fish. Even when the ads come up, this will be like shoved in the corner and you'll still be able to see things and you can see the catches. So, you know, enjoy fishing. We'll be back in 3 minutes. Herb. And so the ads come to a close. Thank you for sticking around during the ads if you did. Lurkers, I see you in the back. I love you. Chatters, I love you too. Ah, this is wonderful. How's the fishing been? Did you get anything new? Anything happen? I don't see anything new in the list. I'm glad that I set this up so that it goes into chat, too, so that I can actually catch up on things when I'm not paying attention. What's this one gonna be? Before I switch back over to the game screen. It's a pineapple. Pineapple. Delicious. Put it on a pizza, anger some people around you. Cause chaos. Oh, someday. Someday. I have a plan. I don't know when I'm going to do this because it's a plan that pops up in my head every couple of months and then I forget about it for a couple of months. Someday. And I feel like I need to do this when there's some kind of gathering because I need to hurt people with this. I will clearly hurt chat with it. Maybe I'll make a stream of it. I don't know. Someday, I need to order myself a pineapple and anchovy pizza. Someday. Someday I must do that. And it will make people angry, and it will make people afraid, and people will freak out, and I might enjoy it. Eat the thing that's trying to eat you. Very poetic, yes. Out of nowhere, no further comment. Pineapples do not belong in pizza. It's fine. I enjoy pineapple pizza. I'm not gonna, like, go out of my way to order it. It's not my favorite. It's not bad. I like anchovy pizza, too. That's just a salt pizza, is what that is. If you've never had anchovy pizza, it is salt pizza. You can get the same experience by taking a slice of pizza and putting too much salt on it. That's basically what it is. So pizzas you found when you were in Vietnam. Oh yeah, pizza over there gets crazy. Like I've seen some of the Japanese pizzas where it's like, what have you done? What is this? What is on there? I'd still probably be alright with it. I'd still probably find it to be plenty tasty. It's very difficult to ruin a pizza. My favorite pizza. I like anchovies and toast. Yeah. My favorite pizza, just to prove that I am not always insane. Sausage and extra cheese. And there's a place nearby me that makes pan pizzas that are like better than their regular pizzas, which I'm mildly annoyed about. And if I get sausage and extra cheese pan pizza from them, it is so crispy and just perfect and why? Why is it so good? There's also another place that does, I've mentioned this before on stream at some point, I'm sure. Chicken curry pizza. And it's like Irish curry. Because this used to be / still kind of is sort of a big Irish immigrant neighborhood. And so you can get like curry chips and cheese and stuff like that. And one pizza place decided, hey, this Irish curry that we put on the French fries, what if we just make a pizza with it, with the chicken? And holy shit, is it good. It is so good. Oh, pizza in the Discord. I'll check that one out later. I can't always check the Discord. I gotta think of the YouTube viewers. By which I mean I would have to download the image and show them on stream. And I am too lazy! So I'll check that out later. Broccoli and sweet corn pizza, and it was good. Like that, yeah, that sounds fine. Corn is a strange sounding thing to put on pizza, but it's probably just perfectly fine. It's just corn. Is this theft? This is not theft. Daily affirmations of focus and efficiency. I'm good enough, I'm smart enough, and gosh darn it, people like me. Oh, alright, book club time. All errors can be reforged into lessons. Abaddon rebuilt himself from ruin. No setback is insurmountable, not even death itself, so long as the soul is dedicated to the task. Okay, Ghostbusters 2. Work hard, work well. Abaddon demands only honest labor and forthright service. All errors can be reforged if your first intentions are pure. All ignorance can be reforged into knowledge. Master your craft. Excel at what you've been trusted to do. Do not offend your teacher by remaining a student forever. Each generation must forge its successors. Teach your trade to all who are willing to learn, and in doing so, multiply the fruits of your knowledge. All difficulties can be reforged into triumphs. Meet strife with humility and acceptance. Let adversity temper the ingot of your will, and you will never shatter. Embrace your station, fulfill the duties of your rank, and meddle not in the affairs of your betters. All guilds fail at their weakest link. You're losing me on that one a little bit. All loss can be reforged into strength. Profitable work heals all emptiness. So long as you have the tools of your trade, you will always be able to forge wealth anew. Value the works of others, and they will value your works in return. Share the harvest with the hungry, and your tools with the destitute. Oh, you're bringing me back. You're bringing me back with that one. All souls can be reforged into whatever we will. Hard work is not exclusive to life. Death is no time for complacency. Commit yourself to excellence in this cycle and the next. Alright. Take that. Cajun chicken popsicles? I've had clam chowder popsicles. Some of you witnessed that. Altar. Symbol of Abaddon, a colossal smithing hammer imposed over a circular gear, smooth and bright with buffing oils. Is it the boss of this gym? Am I supposed to put something here? Was it like frozen clam chowder in a stick? Yep. Yep. Long story short, it was Overboard Gaming did a charity stream for St. Jude, and Dagwood was in charge of making the terrible food that Brawley and I ate. And yeah. I ate it. The Night of Suffering. It wasn't that much suffering. At least not for me. The hot sauce at the end was definitely suffering. The Jell-O was definitely suffering. But I suffered much less than Brawley. Because I'm sitting there with my clam chowder popsicle just like, it's fine. It's just clam chowder, munching away at it like it's nothing. Fried ice cream. I fucking love fried ice cream. Absolutely love fried ice cream.
Ah, we just don't have the manpower.
Why do you sound like Durance? What kind of manpower you need? I'm a man. These are my companions. Other man. Man with past lady. Man who should not be around lady. Man with big voice. Lady who is more manly than most of the mans. And Fox. Oh, Ader wants to talk. Let's talk with Ader. Fried ice cream gang. Suffered much less than Brawley is a staple at OBG. This is also very true.
Strange place for a shrine to Abaddon, Crucible Keep. Maybe it made more sense at some point before it gathered all that dust. The only thing the Knights of the Crucible worship these days is the nobility, as far as I understand it.
Ah. Knew some soldiers got recruited by the Knights after the war was over. They told me some about it. They get these young kids in there and they tell them about blacksmithing and about the revolution and about tradition. Talk about the golem like he created the Crucible Knights in his forge to go win Deerwood's independence. Then they join, and it turns out all any of these knights ever talk about is when are we going to get recognized as a real knighthood? When are we getting our titles and our land? Their High Justice wants to be an earl. Says it's Abaddon's will. He's got a castle and an army. Wonder how long he'll wait before he starts a war over it, saying Abaddon told him to? And the nobles will respond that their gods told them that they're the only true nobles. Trouble with having all these gods is you got support no matter how dumb your ideas are. Maybe we had the right idea blowing some of them up. Less of them to hide behind. Hey dear. Hey dear. Hey dear. Hey dear, I love you. He's a good boy. He's a good boy. We keep him safe. Blowing up gods? Maybe it ain't that bad a thing after all.
Refugees from every corner of the Deerwood. The dozens getting them all riled up about animancy. At this rate, we'll need twice the soldiers to patrol Defiance Bay. Yes? Can I help you with something?
Hey, how come you don't have enough soldiers? I'm just eavesdropping.
Fleetbreaker Castle. The High Justice has summoned almost half of my novitiates and more of my justiciars to a keep on the other side of New Halemar.
Justiciar.
It's not for me to question the High Justice's orders, but it's left us short-handed. And mark me, we're just a couple sparks away from anarchy.
I mean, with so many newcomers, can you just, get more? More recruits means more training, which means more time from experienced soldiers that I don't have. Anyhow, I hardly see how any of this is your concern, but if you got the time to ask me about it, perhaps you got time to do something constructive. Forge Master Dunstan's working with an animancy scholar to build what we're calling Forge Knights. This sounds like a possible problem. Warriors that can patrol our streets without suffering fatigue, disobedience, or fear. No, you're making robot dogs. With guns. Some agitator throws a rock at him, we don't have to worry about things getting out of hand. Oh. I'm leaving. God. He's constructed the armor, but we need the scholar's research. Unfortunately, she hasn't been around the last few times my novitiates have checked. Viana lives with the rest of the Scriveners out in Copper Lane, but I haven't had the soldiers to spare at the moment. Go to the Scrivener's dormitory and see if you can find her. When you get the research, just bring it to Dunstan. This is his area of expertise anyway. I don't think I want to. Once you brought him the research, he can sell you any arms or armor you have if you have need. Forges and repairs all of our equipment. You won't find a more capable smith in Defiance Bay. So, gather the plans. Sabotage the plans. Get discount armor. Got it. You're in charge? You're in Defiance Bay, anyhow. High Justice is the leader of our order, but he's currently stationed at Fleetbreaker Castle, Breakdancer Castle. My job is to oversee our forces in Defiance Bay and keep order for the Duke.
Tell me about the knights.
We're the only professional army in Defiance Bay, or in the Deerwood for that matter. We defended the city in Hadred's day. We improved our training since then, but Dunrid Rowe can certify that many of our officers come from good Deerwoodian fighting stock. Now we're responsible for patrolling the city and keeping the peace. So many refugees pouring in from the countryside, that's become more important than ever. Unfortunately, that's earned us enemies, particularly among the dozens and some of the more enterprising families in Defiance Bay. What do the dozens have against you? They're demagogues and troublemakers. They forget that Defiance Bay is one of the largest cities in the world and not some frontier outpost. Most of them are mercenaries on a good day and street thugs the rest of the time. Needless to say, they've no patience for law and order. And the enterprising families? As Dominel, namely. They're one of the city's oldest noble families and its largest criminal organization. Their patriarch, Gedmar, has been trying to take advantage of the turmoil to expand his operations. I've kept on top of him, and he hasn't been too happy about that. I see. Have I met the dozens? Coffee at 9:23. Nothing bad could possibly happen. Totally won't be awake for 12 hours. It is also highly possible that you could just fall asleep anyway. Have you been to all the districts yet? I don't think so. I have yet to go to Heritage Hill. That's the only one that I haven't been to yet.
A simple test.
Coffee makes you fall asleep instead?
That's settled.
I'm like that sometimes. Not all the time, but sometimes. It depends on how... depends on how my week is gone. Hey, training area, what's going on? Who's got names? One person. Need to deal with Heritage Hill. Oh, it's that one place that I haven't been to yet. Looking for a specific quest. Liz will be able to tell me things. We have Hermitage House. We got Through Death's Gate. We got Undying Heritage. That's main quest stuff. We got White March, Dugan's Battery. We got Built to Last, which is the thing we just got. The Final Act, which is the missing peoples. Theorems of Pangram. At all costs. We got Package. It just needs to be delivered. Voice from the Past. That also just needs to be turned in, really. Rogue Knight. This is the thing we're working on now. Long Hunt is just hang out. We gotta find a cliff. Master below, the endless paths, find the ruins, the rants. Yeah. At all costs. Okay. Thank you, Liz. The Justiciar's glaze flicks over to you briefly before returning to the novitiates gathered in the training area. If this is about patrols, my novitiates are already stretched to the limit. Between the refugee influx and the mess at Heritage Hill, I simply don't have any units to spare. I'm sorry, was there something else you need? What's wrong at Heritage Hill? What isn't wrong is the real question. The whole district of walking, flesh-eating corpses? Oh, I'm glad I haven't been to that one yet. We sealed the area 2 months ago, just after I lost one of my finest commanders there. Yet this is the second guard rotation to disappear. There are already enough rumors about the place floating around the keep without my soldiers whispering about these disappearances. I just as soon abandon the district, but if those monsters should find a way out... I could look into it. After what I've just told you, you want to go to Heritage Hill. I've lost trained soldiers there. Why should I let anyone in? Your trained knights have nothing on me. Flex, flex, bicep, quadricep. It just seems like you could use some help. If you're so eager to rush to your death, I won't stop you. And if you're somehow able to put a stop to this, you've got my permission to enter Heritage Hill. I'll send word to the guards at the gate. Tell me about this place that I know nothing about and have said that I'm going to check out the flesh monsters at. Used to be one of the most prestigious districts in Defiance Bay, but a few months ago the residents all went mad, started eating each other, and anything else that had the bad luck to wander into the district. I've never seen anything like it. Now, every novitiate stands guard there, everyone that comes back anyway, talks of the stench of the grave and the groans of unspeakable horrors, which they speak about clearly, so... The why and the how are questions for the Animancers. I've sealed the district in hopes of containing whatever happened there. Seems to be working for now. If there's nothing else, I gotta attend to my duties. No! You will answer my questions. I'm annoying. What do you do here? I'm in charge of the Keep's novitiates. I'm responsible for their training and patrol assignments. They're good soldiers, and they've been quick to adapt to new challenges. Alright. You seem not racist. Cool. Alright. So there's just a couple of bad apples fucking everything up. Which means they ruin the whole bunch, because that's what bad apples do. So we need to get rid of them before they ruin the whole bunch. Also, I never opened this door. I've been in this room, but I never opened the door. I'm like a cat. I'm just gonna open all the doors and leave. At least they're decent at training. The most they can speak of said horrors is it would drive a man insane. I mean, that tells you plenty. Don't listen. Plug your ears. Then you keep sane. Okay, so we are going... Oh, there's something at the Ducal Palace, wasn't there? It was for you. Records of the Saint War in an archive in the Ducal Palace. We're here. May as well. Oh, for God's sake. Shh. We're gonna sneak by the assassins again. Can we sneak by them this way? Probably not. Let's go the long way around. Nice hat. Aw. No, stealth.
I'm on the trail.
Stealth. Just because he saw you, just because I went up and tried to talk to him, doesn't mean you're not stealthy anymore. There's assassins about, and we need to sneak by them because I feel like that's going to piss them off more than anything. This is the way I'm playing this. This is me role-playing. Teddy just doesn't want to fight the assassins. No. I want to piss them off, and I feel like this is the way to do it. How does he keep getting by us? There's 6 of them and a fox. How do they keep slipping by you? I don't know. We didn't see anything. We were standing out there at night, right by the stairs where anyone would have to come up. How are they masters at stealth? If I could, I'd spit a spitball at one of the back of one of their heads just to drive the point home as I go into a building. Assassins are sitting there staring at you, sneak past them. Well, they're crouching and walking slower. Guess we can't do anything. Hi, Sidley. Welcome to the Ducal Palace.
Good day, stranger.
Oh. Young woman wears a simple but well-tailored uniform. She watches the comings and goings around her with quiet attention. Both the comings and the goings. Any news to share, or are you just here to see the Ducal Palace?
What's the Ducal Palace?
It's the place you just walked into. It's the seat of government here in Defiance Bay. This is where Duke Admeth Hadrit declared freedom from Adrian rule some 150 years ago. It's also a hotbed of regional politics. Trust me, the gossip here beats what you'll find in a tavern or brothel in the city. Ah, Deerwood politics. Changes too quickly to be worth keeping up with. Better to strike up conversation in the taverns than try to loiter inconspicuously in the palace corridors. Looking for news? Who are you? The assassins. Teddy actually used a very ancient technique lost to history from a distant timeline known as cardboard box. It's just a box. I'm a page here at the palace. I deliver messages and run errands for the Duke and his advisors. Pay's not great, but I can't think of a better introduction to politics. Oh, you poor thing. Oh. Oh. Note, that is a very different tone than the poor thing that I gave to Algorithmic Cat earlier. Cat's thing was funny and endearing. This one, I'm just like, oh, your soul's gonna be destroyed. This poor girl. Oh. Oh. They're gonna chew you up. What goes on in here? Where to start? We've got meetings, public hearings, ceremonies. That's just the stuff that happens out in the open. This is where the Duke and his key advisors work, so there's always someone bartering for a favor. Unfortunately, I'm not at liberty to talk about that side of things. You're whispering it in my ear. You are absolutely going to talk about these things. You can't keep your mouth shut. You're a security risk. But if you want the official version, we have a shrine devoted to Magrin, official records, and chambers for public hearings and council meetings. What kind of records are stored here? Wink, wink. Mostly dull official stuff, census counts, tax records, militia registers. Now, I keep my distance. I got curious one day and got drafted into reshelving half the records. Oh, worst day of my life. I feel like I would enjoy that. Give me a boring, monotonous task. Sometimes that's soothing. Tell me about the Shrine of Magrin. It's a symbol of Magrin's protection on Defiance Bay. She's represented the revolutionary spirit of the Deerwood ever since independence, and her involvement in creating the Godhammer bomb only affirmed her importance to us. It's also where the first and sacred fires burn, but Firga, the tranquil ardent, has had trouble keeping them lit. So is there a hearing going on right now? Sure is. Duke Avar's been meeting with some of the city leaders for weeks now, trying to figure out how to address the legacy. Whole business is terribly secret, though. I tried to sit in the gallery during my lunch break one day and got turned away. But a lot of the talk concerns animancy, so there's a good reason they're keeping the meetings behind closed doors. Why is animancy so controversial? Where to begin? Traditionalists think it's a crime against the gods. There's no question that poking around in souls is risky, but the more progressive elements believe it's our only shot at restoring healthy births. And it doesn't help matters that animancy research often involves old Engwithian relics that were illegally looted from ruins in Ir Glanfath. Quick twitching motion with... Oh, illegally. Yeah, air quotes. Want me to pay me a ton for easy, carefree tasks? Yeah, exactly. So what do you think about animancy? Me? I think the real danger of animancy is confusing a real scholar with an expensive fake. We get a new case here every day. Some poor couple in the Gift or Copper Lane who spent every copper they had on a miracle cure for their unborn child. It never works. Breaks your heart. There's usually nothing we can do for them. Aw, she's like a decent person that just wants the juiciest gossip, and she's getting into politics. It's gonna destroy her. Legacy? Waidwin's legacy. That's what a lot of people call the rash of Hollowborn. What are Hollowborn? As if I've never heard this term before. Really are fresh from the road. Children without souls don't live for very long. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. Let me ask you about something else. Tell me about the current Duke. Trouble Popper is still precious Popper. All Popper is good Popper. Even when bad Popper, still good Popper. That would be Avar Wolfgren. Don't let the title fool you, though. Our dukes have been elected since independence. Some find Duke Avar rather coarse. He's a frontier noble. Personally, I think a rough and tumble type is just what Defiance Bay needs. Debatable. As someone who has lived with dogs for my entire childhood. Yeah, I understand. Okay, goodbye. We had a beagle for a very long time. It wasn't the family's first dog. The family's first dog was obtained before I was even born. So the family's first dog was my second mother. But after that dog passed on, we eventually got a beagle. And if you know anything about beagles, you know... Fucking little shits. Lovely dog. Pain in the ass sometimes. Guys, let's see, how big is this place? Not huge. All right, we got the shrine there. Hall of Records is there. Okay, so let's swing this way for... Oh, that's probably an exit into a different thing. Well, all right, well let's go... Let's do it this way, then. Visit the shrine, we'll go to the records, see if we can find something for Adair, and then continue on. Bunch of robots for companionship. Robots are fun, too. Stone figure of a warrior gazes toward a raised hand. It's empty, but the palm and fingers are blackened. From
Welcome.
Fire. Woman's head is bowed as her lips move in prayer. Just as you approach, you catch her glimpsing at the statue near her. She notices you and forces a smile. Praise be to Magrin and welcome to her temple. How can I be of service? Thought this was a palace.
It's both, really. It's the palace from which Duke Aver governs, but it's also a place of honor and worship for Magrin, the goddess who led us to independence and who has always watched over our city. You seem upset. What's wrong? Shoulder slump. This is about the fires, isn't it? She puts a hand on your shoulder. They're just symbols. You can't put your faith in them. Slow down. What is this about? Sacred pyres all around town. You must have seen the statues of the goddess around the city holding up empty braziers. I've kept them burning steadily for 15 years, but I haven't been able to conjure them for months now. People need to see them more than ever these days. So, go light them. Give them a match. What does that mean? It's my devotions and prayers that keep them lit. Lately, when I try to pray, all I can think about are the Hollowborn all over the city, the grieving families, the refugees. How could Magrin allow us to suffer like this? What strength do we gain from a soulless child? Durance grunts with disdain. What strength do we gain from adversity, from trial and test? Fires don't wither because she lacks in faith, they wither because she does not understand how to be faithful to a whore. God damn it, Durance. The whore neither wants praise nor devotion. She wants to be compensated for her services, and Magrin is paid and pleasured in sweat and struggle and pain. This mewling imbecile is unworthy of Magrin's womanly heat. God damn, Durance! Sir. Can I slap him? So this is shaking your faith then? Don't listen to this guy. We're gonna have words with him later. She nods, but I believe Magrin may be speaking to me again. Lately I've been seeing visions, a place in the wilderness with pools filled with sunbursts of color, strange falls that seem to rise to the heavens even when they splash into the earth. And behind the falls is a cave, filled with fire and heat and danger, and some token of my goddess. Side quest! Please do. I really want to. He deserves a good slap. I know there's something there, but where it is or how I'd get there? I've been meaning to ask around at the expedition hall to see if anyone recognizes the description. To be honest, though, I don't know what I'd even do if I found the place. Worthless like so many of Magrin's flock. Afraid of her god's tests. If Magrin speaks to her, it is to hasten an end to a hypocrite's life, and this vision is surely a death trap for the weak. Durance, I am going to get a stapler, and you're gonna make a duck face, and we're gonna fix this problem. I'd like to know more about the temple, please. Magrin is the most revered goddess among us Deerwoodians, so it's no surprise that her temple is part of the ducal palace. Her fires symbolize trials, revolutions, and the blazing of new paths, all of which are important to us. This is the first of the sacred pyres. When this is lit, so are the rest around the city. What's the significance? Durance, do you need therapy? Yes. Honestly, I think everyone in the party needs therapy. Well, except for the dwarf lady. She seems perfectly well adjusted. Honestly, she's probably the most well adjusted out of all of us. They symbolize Magrin's power and guidance, and right now the people of Defiance Bay need to be assured of her presence. Our neighbors in the Valian Republic see us as superstitious, but we're just sensitive to the signs and warnings of the gods. Actually, like, Kana might be okay, too. We clearly need therapy because we're seeing the ghost things of our previous life, and also we're the main character, and therefore we're me. So, yeah. We got Adair, who's mostly well-adjusted, but he's got some stuff going on with, like, his family, his brother, which we're going to check the records on right now. So, he needs a bit of therapy, but he's not, like, in any kind of huge suffering thing. Like, he just needs to get he needs to work a couple things out. That's fine. Aloth needs a lot more, because literally his past life is haranguing him. Kana's just naive and getting the worst kind of exposure therapy. Yeah. Yeah. Durance? Durance. What can be said about Durance? Very welcome. What can be said about this man? Yes, he needs therapy. He needs a lot.
Kana's innocent, sweet, innocent baby boy. He's like, maybe he needs therapy. I don't know. Nothing's really come out yet. He needs... He's learning. He's learning that the world is awful. Sagani, most well-adjusted. I see no, like... If she's gonna go to therapy, it's just, like, regular... Just maintenance of, like, hey, let's talk about a thing. Feel good? Okay, cool. See you later. Nothing huge to work through. Very well-adjusted. Like, she's fine. The rest of us all have problems of varying degrees that need to be worked through, or are durants and really just need some fucking adjustment. Although, again, the main character is me, so also probably in need of adjustment. Main keep construction completed? I built a thing! Where is it? Nope. Yes. I have money. God. 8 to 10 on security. Western Barbican will get me more security, because then I can buy those other things that have security. And this is bars the passage of invaders coming across the... Yes. Our stronghold shall have the mightiest walls that will keep out anyone that can be kept out by a wall. Which, really, there's magic in this world. How effective can a wall really be? Somebody's gonna fly. Records keeper. Tell me your records. Let me steal your records. Those lost in the flood, sermon of struggle. The doubted burglar, a Deerwoodian farce. Part 1 and Part 2, you've got the whole set.
How do you do?
Taciturn, taciturn. Man with graying hair pores over a tome. He's just withdrawn from one of the shelves. He glances up at you with baggy eyes. He is tired. Yes? Is there something I can pull for you? I'm just looking for militia records from time of the Saints' War, trying to find out what happened to someone. We've had a number of inquiries about such information. I'm afraid we've had to bar access to the public. Seems there's still quite a number of folk in Deerwood who bear ill will toward Ridcarians. It would be irresponsible to surrender their names to just anyone. Many came to settle here as refugees. Perhaps if you were more established in Defiance Bay, things would be different, but I have no reason to suspect you be any different from the others. Let me just flex real quick. Excuse me, I pick things up, I put things down. I take what want. In the Duke's Palace, I can assure you that you do not. Besides, without my assistance, you'll be sifting through scrolls for years. God damn it. You got me there. We've come a long way. Fire Smokeman. I just need to find out about my brother. I don't even know what side he fought for. You must understand, I have heard many such stories. I'm afraid there's nothing I can do for you. Unwilling to show us records. Things might be different if my reputation in the city would be stronger, so I guess I'm gonna have to make myself famous. Again. Oh, wait a minute, I can go in... Aw, butts. Excuse me, Duke? I require fame. Big run? Winsong? Make Teddy famous. Yes! Make me famous streamer with all the things. Hashtag make Teddy famous. Actually, no, I should not. Wait a minute, hold on. Hashtag make Teddy famous. That could go one of two ways. That could be either for good things or for bad things. Please for good things. Please for good. Please good fame. Please good fame. Please no cancel. Make Teddy famous. Look at this idiot! Look at this idiot going viral for being a fucking idiot. Where else do I need to go? What else do I need to do? Embassy. Okay, I think we're good for here for right now. I mean, I could go to the embassy. I haven't been in the embassy yet. We'll pop by. Make Teddy infamous? No, that's even worse. Well... Look, just be responsible about it.
All these circling feet heading nowhere.
Oh my god, Durance. Let people live. Not everybody has the guilt of a god bomb on their soul, okay? You're just projecting. Taking it out on everybody around you. Calm down. Eat a fucking candy bar. It's not theft.
Well met, friend.
What can this humble servant of the Republics do for you? Tell me about the Valiant Republics. Photo editor to edit Tate's face on the infamous Games Protect. They're rich in all ways, in wealth and style and culture. If you were to go to the Republics, you would not want to leave. Why would you? The people are beautiful and charming. I'm here because the Sangreta do Cala wishes it. But when my appointment is done, I will be the first ship out, and I will sing from here to Salona. You hate it here. If there's nothing else, what are your duties? What do you do here, other than just talk up your place? As the Valiant Ambassador, my job is to ensure trade with the Deerwood remains strong and profitable. You're the ambassador. I literally just walk in and the ambassador is right here talking about how much you fucking hate it here and you want to go home. Cool. Diplomat, soldier. Price of commodities. Oh, God. I hate business. I hate business so much. This is why I'm not successful in things. Because to be, like, a successful actor and stuff, there is far more business than you'd expect, and I hate business, and I wish I had somebody that could just do it for me.
A simple test.
Oh. I am not good enough. Do bad things to them. It is late o'clock at night. It is not time for work emails. It's not stealing.
That's settled.
This is, though. Alright, there was nothing at the embassy for me. Cool. Crabfamous. Like crab souls. Ah! Another Crab's Treasury is a fantastic game. If you want to play Crab Souls... Chef's kiss. Alright. We've done things today. We've done a lot of things. And I feel like we've done enough things for today. Also, because it's getting to be late o'clock, and therefore it is the usual time that I wrap things up. Don't panic. Don't leave just yet. Don't freak out. Don't be like, oh no, he's wrapping up. I gotta get the hell out of here. Don't do that. Don't do that. You stick around, because we raid into places. So I'm gonna send you somewhere. But first... I'm going to talk about things that are coming up. Look at this. Look at that. There's a schedule. Tomorrow, we're going to play Hydroneer. We're going to go into a hole. We got Tier 2 digging last time. Tier 2 digging, that means we're getting big stuff, good stuff. We might get Tier 3 things really quick. Or I might actually finish, like, main quest type things in that game. And then Friday, Satisfactory, which is going to be great. Because I'm going to do things. I'm going to do things that certain people are going to hate. That's the rug scene. It's extra funny because I know Dan is going to be traveling on Friday, and Dan is one of the people who I know will just he's going to react. So I'm going to have to like put things into the VOD for Satisfactory, specifically just like this is for Dan as I put something slightly off center. But this is going to be my first time playing Satisfactory. I never played it before this whole 1.0 thing. So it's going to be a time as I learn what the hell I'm doing. I'm gonna lose my mind. If you're new and you've enjoyed, please follow the channel. If you're already following, consider subscribing. Later in the month, there's a whole kind of stuff going along with the September thing, so maybe save it toward the end of the month. I don't know, but do things. Follow me places. There's also other places that you can follow me, not just here on Twitch, but also, as I start the music back up, these links that are showing up in the chat. In the Discord that you can join and hang out with people and chat. And if you're watching this in the YouTube in the future, don't panic because you can't see a chat. You can just go to the main page of the YouTube and those same links are going to be sitting there waiting for you. And then you can also follow me in all the places and also come follow me here on Twitch and watch things live. Oh my God. Speaking of the Discord, there is a suggestion land channel, so if you have suggestions for channels to raid into or for games for me to play, put them into there. I always check those out. I always like them, and they do get used. And speaking of which, let us check the curated list of the channels that I have already approved, which makes it sound more impressive than it is, where it's just like, I like this stream, I'ma follow, boy. Oh God. Oh, today is the, oh no, there's good options all over the place. I'm gonna send you, I haven't sent you to them for a little bit, so I'm gonna send you to one of the oh yeah, there's also stuff that has been mentioned in the stream that's in the Discord. So if you're watching this way in the future, you're gonna have to scroll way up, but yeah, if it's recent enough, you can find it. We are gonna raid somebody, and we are going to raid Overboard Gaming. They're playing Lorelei and the Laser Eyes, which I think was a Patreon game pick. So somebody paid money on the Patreon and they made them play the game, and it's a puzzle game. So Brawley's head's gonna explode, and Dagwood's beard's gonna light on fire, and it's gonna be great. So we're gonna go in there. So be nice, say hi, toss in a crab emote, whether it be one of mine, somebody else's on Twitch, generic crab emoji, I don't care. Just go in there and throw crab emotes at them until they tell you to stop. Well, no, just like once or twice. And we'll have a good time. I'll lurk in there, and then I'm gonna fall asleep. With that, I'm gonna go enjoy your evening, and I will see you tomorrow for some hole digging. Good night, everybody. Stick around for the raid.
No, he's sleeping.
Am I hitting literally every button on my sound? Maybe. I'll see you tomorrow.